You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What?
How can you say this? You got some nerve, sitting there shameless. I bled for this order, killed for your peace. You hail my strength, but treat me like a freak. This is outrageous. You treat my power like it's dangerous. I saved your lives, now I'm seen as traitorous. It's unfair. I'm the chosen one, ain't no council pet. You gave me Jedi status, but still show disrespect. Fuck that, I'll burn this temple to ash. I'm done with your crap, I'll teach some younglings their last class.
Take a motherfucking seat, young skywanker. Yo, entitlement thicker than a hut getting fatter. Ego inflated like a pie versus bladder. A saber with anger don't make you matter. I hold more power than a Death Star reactor. A mace fucking wind, do no hair, just swagger. You pose like a Jedi, but your presence is weak. I step in the room and the force gets on its knees. You sit in a chair just cause I let you breathe. My purple saber so big it don't fit in a sheath. Boy, you're still a slave. Health's got the leash, while I'm the reason Yoda meditates in fucking peace. Take it away, Obi-Dub.
It's over, Anakin. I am high.
Feeling like a force ghost on a permanent trip in the sky. Head over green in the pipe. Yo, this kush got me deep fried. Had a vision, Qui-Gon said your boy picked the dark side.
What about the droid to tackle the Wookiee?
Padme hit me up on a late night shift. Slid in smoother than a Jedi mind trick. I felt a great disturbance in my pants. Your girl felt it too. She called me master. I made her wet dreams come true. Before I left, she said, tell Anakin this.
May divorce be with you.
Yes.
Fade in.
No, God!
Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever. So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The sequel movies were just the worst garbage ever. Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to leave the theater, but I was like, I can't. It's Star Wars. You know, I need to watch it. But man, was that bad.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
So they wanted us to keep going. That Star Wars girl said, "Keep going." Okay, so
that Star Wars girl.
That Star Wars girl.
Star Wars
Anna.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Star Wars girl. Yeah, hit us up. Well, I think let's do it.
Nice.
Yeah. If you've got a show and you're from the Azores, let's do it.
Bigfoot is a legend. Okay, so there's this legend.
I'm thinking Peaches and Anna are Lemurians, I think, because you do have lemur arms. Peaches has fur. Like, you guys are Lemurians, aren't you? And you're both from Northern California, where Mount Shasta is.
Peaches is pretty hairy.
I think you guys are
like Chewbacca.
Are you or are you not Lemurians, you and Peaches?
I have to go.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I figured out how to monetize social justice warriors.
I have no love for He-Man. I know, but I have no love for He-Man either, but he's got a place in the world, in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82,
It was a ritual.
I'm kind of retarded. There's some chick named That Star Wars Girl or something like that. And she wrote this fucking screen. She was like, you're always doing this. And she ended with, be a man. And I was like, what the fuck? I've been struggling my whole life not to be a man.
Yeah.
Grown up fucking teenager.
Not to be the version of a man we thought we were supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man that she was suggesting that I'd be.
Like our dad's generation.
Who didn't fucking cry.
No.
Although my father cried.
Shove that rod up that cunt's ass.
Hey, what are we talking about?
That Star Wars Girl.
That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl. That Star Wars Girl.
Oh, yeah. Be a man.
No, would you spit in his mouth?
To all of our Star Wars fans in China.
What's up, everyone? Welcome. What is my intro again? What's up, all my Ewoks, Trolls, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl. Hello. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday. I had the cutest day with my baby. She was so sweet. She was like, I turned on Star Trek because, for those that don't know, before this stream, I do another stream every Wednesday over on Graham Nolan's channel, and we review an episode of Star Trek. The show is called The Landing Party. It's me and Graham Nolan, Aaron Lepresti, and Ron Garney. And I already knew they all hated this episode, and I love this episode. It's I think it's funny, and it's a classic Star Trek episode. And I turned it on this morning. Usually when my baby girl wakes up, she wants to like crawl around because she's all active, because she's wide awake, bright and early, and has all this energy. And I'm over here like a zombie. And I'm like, ugh. So I usually lay on the couch and monitor her while she plays with her toys. And usually we watch Bluey, but I was like, all right, it's mommy's turn to watch something. So I turned on Star Trek, and she like looked at the screen. And she was just captivated by it. Like, she doesn't pay this close attention to anything. Like, on TV, like, she'll look up occasionally, but she was, like, transfixed on the TV. And I was so proud. I was like, oh, my God, my baby's just sitting here watching Star Trek. Ah, yay! I was so happy. And then I watched the episode after it. And, like, I just kind of had it playing in the background all day. But she watched it with me, and I thought it was so sweet. But yeah, that was my morning. So I was all happy. My little girl, she's so cute. She's a little chubby cheeks, little monkey baby. I love her so much. But I've been having a good day. I did hear, though, that there's problems with YouTube, that when people click on videos, it plays like the first few seconds over and over again on loop, and it won't play the entire video. I got a bunch of messages about that on my video today, which I'm kind of upset about because I thought it was a really good video, and I'm kind of sad that there's some kind of glitch with it. So that sucks, but, you know, whatevs. YouTube messing up. Also, YouTube Studio is crazy now. I don't like it at all, but I guess that's how it's going to be now. But we got a lot to talk about. So, remember Iryna, the girl that got stabbed to death on a bus? Her murderer had his sentencing today, so we're going to watch that. Keira Knightley apparently is completely based, which I did not see that coming. I did not have that on my bingo card. And then, excuse me, I'm starting to get the hiccups, but I'm fighting it. But also, I was sent a trailer to watch of the new Star Trek video game, so I watched it. I'll give you guys like a brief little overview of my thoughts on it, but we're going to do something I don't typically do. We are going to watch an EFAP, a hater video. You guys ready for that? It's going to be funny. Now, somebody sent this to me. I did watch parts of it beforehand. I kind of clicked through it. My face is in the thumbnail, and I mean, at least I will say this. At least they used a good picture of me. I hate it when people use like screenshots of me and I'm in the middle of talking, which is how all of the memers do it, because they're like, it's kind of a joke I do is I always post, if I take a selfie, I post it with a filter because the memers hate it. And it forces them to either use my photos from my thumbnails, which I personally think are good photos of myself, or take screenshots of me in the middle of a live stream, which I think is funny, even though I'm always in the middle of talking. So it's kind of like a war I have with the memers. So for those that complain about, oh, Anna, you have filters. I'm like, I do it because of that, because they'll animate it and do all this crazy stuff. So that is the reason. But we are going to be EFAPing that hater video. I did hit up Nina because she's featured in the video as well to see if she wanted to come on and EFAP it with me. But she does a stream too at the same time, so I might not be able to get her on. But it's okay. I watched it and I'm just like, oh dear Lord. But we're gonna EFAP it later. You guys will all see what I mean. But let's go through everything today. Guys, I'm why can't it just can I click through things when I do this? Yes, I believe so. Guys, my eye project is still up in demand. I'm just gonna leave it up for now until all the printing starts. I think the lady that I talked to must be on vacation because she hasn't gotten back to me. But all I need to do is I need to settle on the paper, but everything is ready to print. I just had a question about it and I wanted thicker paper. And I'm just waiting on the price difference because if it's a huge price difference, then never mind. The original paper I have is going to be fine. And it also depends on like how much this paper weighs, like if it's going to make a significant change when I have to go ship it and everything. So just waiting on that. Haven't heard back yet. But the second that I do and I get the price and if it's worth it, I'll do the upgrade paper. And if it's not, then we'll just go with the regular paper that, I was, that they had it set up for anyways. But that's the update on the eye project. If you guys are interested in backing, again, it is still available. It will never be this price again. The $30 for a book. I will never be able to do this that cheap again now that I am not ignorant and I know how much it costs to make hardcover 100+ page books. So if you guys are interested in going and picking it up, it is available now. Also, I do have, for everyone that backed these fancy tiers, I have everything in. I'm just waiting on the book. I can actually run over and grab the print, the limited edition print. But so this is this is what the cover of the book is going to look like. And this is what the spine of the book is going to look like. So this is going to be gold debossed, which means it's like a pressed in stamp into the cover. Again, it is a hardcover book, so that's going to be on it. And then the edges of the pages are going to be gold gilded edges is the way that they say it, but all of the rims of the paper are going to be gold, which I'm really excited about. And here's some examples of the interior pages. So every single eye is numbered and has the name of the person whose eye it is. So here's just like a couple examples. And I mean, you can click on these and open them up in another tab and you guys can see it's a very high resolution. So again, go and back it if you guys haven't yet. It's still available. I'm going to leave it up in demand for a little bit longer. And guys, this was 4 years of my life, and I really appreciate everyone that helped me make it a possibility. And I couldn't have done it without you. I've learned so much from this project. And I know it's weird and unusual, but I'm a pretty weird and unusual person. And I really appreciate all of you guys aiding me in my desire to better my skill and supporting me, even if you might have thought that it was a weird project, and also coming out here and backing the book. I really, really appreciate it. As far as I'm aware, it's one of a kind. I haven't stumbled across a book like this out there. So this might be like a one of a kind item. So you guys can brag about that if you guys do decide to purchase it. Also, if you guys are interested, I do have an Etsy. I have different characters of fan art that I've done. So you guys, if you are interested in that, I do oil paintings. I do them over on my art channel, and it's called the TSWG Workshop. So I do a lot of painting streams over there. But if you guys are interested in getting prints, I did this a couple years ago. I'm going to try it, but I'm thinking about again running a sale for the Halloween characters. So I can Don't know how, but I'm going to go in and do it and figure it out. So all of the Halloween characters like Jigsaw, Chucky, Hannibal Lecter, Michael Myers. I might even put Darth Vader on there, but maybe I'll do it for all of like the scary characters do a Halloween sale and run a discount on them. So I might do that. I'll probably do it after the stream. Maybe I should do it during the stream. Should I just try to figure out live how to run a sale, considering I've never done it? I ship everything out next day. And I drive all of these to the distribution center, so they go out pretty fast. Like it's 2 to 3 days shipping if you're in the continental US. I don't know about outside of the continental US. Hawaii, it actually probably gets there pretty quickly, because when I send out my wedding invites, my family members that live in Hawaii got it before my mom did. Doesn't make any sense to me, but that's how it goes. Probably the first good Etsy ad I have ever seen. Really? Oh, well, thank you. Don't dox yourself. How would I dox myself? I wouldn't pull. You guys would just see my face while I was doing that. But there's my shilling for the day. If my wonderful mods can, post that in the chat periodically. Also, we got our first super chat of the night from Mark Zart. What's up, Mark? Good evening, Anna. How are you and little Trekker doing? Trekkie. Does she have a favorite character? Well, she can't talk yet, so she just likes looking at it. I think it's because of the music and the bright colors. That it's primary colors. They've, red, purple backgrounds, lots of lights, space, intense music. I think like it's everything that gets the senses going for little babies. But thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's look at this, guys. Keira Knightley is based. I did not have that on my little bingo card. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. So Keira Knightley is going to be voicing Professor Umbridge, probably one of the most notorious villains of all time. And she is going to be voicing it for the Harry Potter audiobooks. So she's doing this interview, and during the interview, she gets asked about how, there's a controversy and a boycott over it because of the trans stuff that J.K. Rowling has said. And all J.K. Rowling has said is that if you're born male, you are male and you will never be a woman. And because of that, so many people have turned on her. It's pretty ridiculous, but let's see what she has to say about this. Let me make sure volume's up. Okay, here we go.
I saw you're voicing Professor Umbridge in the new Harry Potter audiobooks. I was wondering, are you aware that some fans are calling for a boycott, given J.K. Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people?
I was not aware of that, no. I'm very sorry. I think we're all living in a period of time right now. We're all going to have to figure out how to live together, aren't we? And we've all got very different opinions. So I hope that we can all find respect.
I saw you're voicing Professor Umbridge in the new Harry Potter.
I like the way that she handled it. She's a mom. I remember back when she had her daughter, or when she was pregnant, then after she had her daughter, she wrote this essay about how traumatic pregnancy was for her. And I never quite heard it put this way, but Chokeout, for those that watch the Jack Show, Captain Chokeout, he's a Brit, and he said he can't stand Keira Knightley because she's condescending in the way that she talks to people. Like, she talks to everyone like she's a teacher and you're a kindergartner. And I never saw that before. And now that he said that, I can't unsee it. And watching this, I'm like, he's fucking right. That's exactly how she talks. Like, look at this, like the way she laughs.
I was not aware of that, no.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
I'm very sorry. She is. She's like a kindergartner teacher, and we're all a bunch of 4-year-olds.
I think we're all living in a period of time right now. We're all going to have to figure out how to live together, aren't we?
But that's the best answer. I would have expected her to be as woke can get, but she's not. That's actually a pretty based common sense answer. So great for her. Oh shit, thank you for the super chat. Brish people's teeth. I like her teeth. What's wrong with her teeth? She's one of the few that doesn't have veneers. She's got normal teeth. Let's see.
campaign against
Especially when she
trans
smiles.
people.
Let's go back.
Other
Let's look at her
Harry
teeth.
Potter audiobooks. I was wondering, are you aware that some fans are calling for a boycott, giving J.K. Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people?
Oh my God. Even like the. Do you know about J.K. Rowling's like the little thing against trans people? Like,
Not aware of that, no.
what's wrong with her teeth?
I'm very sorry.
Oh, her teeth are fine. She just has normal teeth. She's not like every other Hollywood actress that gets veneers. I mean, I'm not one to talk because I have veneers as well, but my teeth got fucked up, so I had to spend my savings on teeth. It sucked. Ugh. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So many people are intimidated by the English people. Really? I mean, I'm American, so I'm just like, we already beat your ass like a long ass time ago, you know, without modern technology. And you guys were like a world leader or a world power, and we beat you. So I guess that's me as a, you know, an arrogant American. Why am I not talking right today? But anyways, that fake teeth girl. Well, my teeth are real. It's just veneers, like they put a little thing in front of it. Actually, one of them is a crown. But yeah, that's what happens when you get punched in the face repeatedly. Sometimes that breaks your teeth. It happens. But anyways, Anna's intimidated by Cecil when he's around Peaches. We're not talking about that tonight. That is not the topic of this stream tonight. But anyways, I saw this and I was like, wow, Keira Knightley's based. I like it. I wish she would have came out in defense of Johnny Depp, but you know, she's busy with a little toddler. So I don't know. I still think that's I wish that all of them. I wish Orlando. Honestly, I wish all that shit with Johnny Depp, everybody should have just called out Amber Heard on her bullshit. But that whole believe all women shit really ruined it for everyone. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this was sent to me. Oh, God damn it. I can't stand StreamYards and this whole screen sharing thing. Okay, so apparently there is a new Star Trek Voyager video game. Flash sent this to me earlier. And if you guys don't know, I'm a very avid watcher of the Star Treks. I'm glad I'm wearing this tonight. That was not planned, by the way. It's just really cold here now, and it's raining and pouring, and I have a heater blasting on me. I'm still pretty cold, but I watch Star Trek pretty regularly, like daily. It's very rare that one of the many shows isn't playing in my household, and so this game, it's Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown official gameplay overview trailer. So this apparently is the new game. It has 26,000 views from a channel that has 19.4 million subscribers, 888 likes to 24 dislikes. Now, I did watch this, and it's I'm just going to mute it. And
Timo from GameX side.
Never mind. Okay, so it's talking about, I'll just play it, and then
Based on your ship stats, available crew, and story choices. On our journey, we lost our resident telepath Cass early on due to a tragic accident. However,
okay, so I'm just gonna say right off the bat, it doesn't make any sense because so they're saying they lost Cass already. So if you guys watch Star Trek Voyager, or for those that don't, I'll give you the little lowdown on it. Star Trek Voyager is about a ship called Voyager. It's an Intrepid class ship that was trying to capture this Maquis ship, and their ship and the Maquis ship got sucked into the Delta Quadrant by this alien called the Caretaker. And the Caretaker is like this crazy powerful alien, and he was looking for his mate. And they've run across that lady later. She's fucking crazy. And she literally, just go back and visit your husband so he could stop, ruining everybody else's lives, basically. But that's neither here nor there. But so they start off this trailer by saying, oh, you lost your empath, Kess, who she's a really annoying character. The show got significantly better once she left the show. I couldn't stand her. I'm sorry, I'm just not a Kess fan. But they start off by saying that, and then they have other characters that are dead at the time, or there's no possible way for them to be interacting with these characters. There's an episode because the Voyager crew is trapped in the Delta Quadrant, which is 80,000 light years away from Earth, away from home. And they have no way of communicating with Earth or anyone until much later in the show, and they have to do certain things to be able to do it. Earlier on, they find a teeny tiny little speck of a wormhole, and they're able to communicate with a random Romulan ship, and they somehow figure out how to beam this Romulan officer, he's like a science tech guy, over onto Voyager. They tell him like, hey, you know, go tell Starfleet, like, this is where we are and all that. They have all these letters. They send him back. And then, spoiler alert, this 30-year-old episode, so I mean, I can't really be spoiling too much. He goes back, and then they find out, oh, well, guess what? Actually, he's in the past, and he died before. He died like 29 years ago. So there was no way for him to have ever gave the message to Starfleet about the caretaker for us to not show up in the Badlands to get sucked into the Delta Quadrant. But he's in this trailer. So I think it's funny, right at the beginning, they're like, oh, we lost Kess. And this entire game is pitching one episode. There's an episode of the show where Andy Dick is in it. And so their doctor dies in the very first episode when they get taken over to the Delta Quadrant, and he's replaced by their holographic doctor called the EMH, and he never has a name, so you just call him the doctor. And they find this communications relay that's a Herosian, which are aliens in the Delta Quadrant that like to hunt things, and they use the communications relay to send the doctor's program to a ship in the Alpha Quadrant. But spoiler, that ship was taken over by Romulans and the entire crew was killed. So the EMH activates that current EMH, which is the EMH Mark II, which is played by Andy Dick. And he has to convince him to help him take back the ship from the Romulans. And so that's the plot of the episode. And that's this entire game. And I'll play it for you, but I wanted to give you that preface before I play you this trailer.
We used a wormhole to skip most of walk space. Similar to the TV episode Message in a Bottle, we are using the Herosian relay network to send the Doctor across half the galaxy to the USS Prometheus. Only that we developed the technology to send holo duplicates of 2 additional crew members along. This includes the Romulan Telek Remor, who
That's the guy that died.
we obtained in an earlier side mission and who proves to be especially useful as we are making contact to Starfleet for the first time in 5 years. Bad news. The relay network belongs to the Herosian, who are not happy that we are using it. Starfleet is sending further transmissions.
This is literally the episode, except you can't send holo duplicates of the crew. Which, to be fair, they never tried. If they really wanted that in an episode, they would have done it.
Through the relays, but like in the show, gathering them becomes a risky endeavor. So let's see how we can solve this situation with a ship that is focused on combat power. With a combat-focused ship, we can easily defend ourselves against the Herosian attacks. But without advanced science labs, we need to visit additional relay stations to gather all the data, resulting in even more fights, with damage to fix, but also valuable loot. Eventually, we are led to download the final but crucial part of the transmission from the main relay, guarded by Idrin, the feared Herosian Alpha. As our ship is armed to the teeth, we don't need to fear his fleet, and can engage him head-on. Having bested him in battle, Idrin is even impressed with our strength and rewards us with a Herosian hunting laser tech. But what if we had a ship focused on science and diplomacy? Our superior science labs allow us to gather more of the Starfleet transmission from fewer relays, thus minimizing the risk of Herosian attacks. However, the ones that we face are quite devastating and require extensive repairs. Having gathered the data, we are once again faced with Idrin and his fleet guarding the final array, but our science ship is not able to take them head-on. Instead, we choose a stealthy approach by completing an away mission to try and gather the data without confrontation. Unfortunately, the mission fails, and Idrin captures our people. Now, there is no way around combat, and we are hugely outgunned.
Literally, all this is doing is pitching to be a battleship, not a science ship. But yeah, the enthusiasm in this video is outstanding.
But being a science ship, we have one last ace up our sleeve. We unleash the black hole inside the array. As the black hole swallows his escort, we only need to face Idrin alone. In a tough battle with the help of an ally, we are able to defeat his ship. But using the black hole came at a price. Security Officer TSWG was lost to the black hole expanding. But what if we had a chance to save him?
So literally all this is like just be a battleship, don't be a science ship, because everything goes wrong when you're a science ship. All right. Well, never found any Star Trek games interesting at all. Well, this was sent to me earlier, so I was like, oh, I can talk about it on this stream. Yeah, I'm not amused, and if anything, as a Star Trek fan, I'm irritated. Doc Brisky, thank you for the 199. Good evening, and hello, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Narasusa, thank you for the 5. I want to hear Anna say F Karth Onassi again. Yeah, go fuck Karth. I hate Karth. Karth is a terrible character, and I can't stand him. Darth Danger, don't think with 5. If they are deviating this much, they may as well let your conquer the entire Delta Quadrant. Voiceover would have been better using Janeway. Yeah, no shit. Like, you could have had somebody do that trailer with some level of enthusiasm. Dear Lord. Like, even sped up, it was boring. Like, come on. What are you guys doing? But okay, now we're going to watch this. I am excited to talk about this because fuck this jackass. Fuck this murdering jackass. Russell, thank you for the 5. Firstly, so I have a poll in the chat. I said, who would win in a fight, or if they fought, who would win? Mace or Anakin? So that's what Russell's referring to. Russell, thank you for the 5. Firstly, Mace, how is that even a question? More importantly, have you seen Kim Kardashian's new underwear line? Sees perfect cosplay. I did, Russell. We talked about that on the CG Queens live stream yesterday. Also, hey, Russell, what's the deal with the baby giraffe? I hear you like baby giraffes. What's going on with that? What happened? I heard something about that. Does anybody want to elaborate for me? I was told about this, but, you know, I want to hear the lore. Spike and Resolve seems to know what I'm talking about. Let's see. They walk funny. Is that what it is? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, here we go. All right. So for those that don't know, a weird kink. Oh my. Oh yeah. They're kind of cute. Russell, what on earth happened? All I know is everybody told me that Nina caught you and you disappeared after. So I think that's pretty amusing. But okay, those that don't remember, Iryna was this Ukrainian refugee that was just on her way home from work, minding her own business. And this absolute psychopath, DeCarlos Brown, got up and stabbed her to death and then tweaked out and left. His sentencing was today. There's a bunch of different videos. We're going to watch this one where he got his sentence, and he got the death sentence with no parole. And he's shocked about that. Like, oh my God. Okay, so we're going to watch this. It's a minute long. If anybody knows like the actual, oh my God, stop. The actual stream or the video, I don't know which one of these to click. Okay, it's on regular playback. We're going to watch this, and I'm so happy. Like, words cannot describe how fucking happy I am about this. Go rot in hell, you fucking piece of shit.
Parole. As to count 4 for the offense of attempted murder, in violation of Revised Code Section 2923.02A, felon in the first degree, court offender serve a term of 11 years in the Ohio Department of Corrections. As to specification 4 to count 1, court defendant serve a term of 3 years in the Ohio Department of Corrections, mandatory consecutive the underlying offense.
Crying? You murdered someone, you psychopath! She bled out on a fucking bus because of you. What? And he's crying like, baby. Oh, fuck that. What a bitch.
All those counts are running consecutive to each other. Court give credit for time served. Matter court defendant serve a term of life without parole. As to count
He like
four.
smiled. I don't even think these cries are real. Like, look at that. He's like, fake. Fake. Yeah, rot in prison. And you know what? I don't know if this goes on anymore, but guys, remember Jeffrey Dahmer? Remember what happened to Jeffrey Dahmer? Let's just say if something like that happened to this guy, no sympathy. But honestly, I think he deserves to be just rotting in prison. And you know what? I hope he has a miserable, pathetic excuse for the rest of his existence. Good. I'm glad. I'm so fucking glad that, you know, there's no kind of parole, that life in prison. I'm one of those people that thinks an eye for an eye. I know that that's controversial, but that's what I believe. So I think it's a little bit too lenient, but I mean, I feel like when I was younger, it was more of like a black and white view. Yeah, you know, eye for an eye. I don't want to say the full thing because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. And now as an adult, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's better if they're just stuck there miserable for the rest of their lives, you know? But I think it's too lenient. I think something this absolute piece. I hope that they send him to the shittiest fucking prison with the worst conditions ever. I hope that the rats in the prison he's in eat better than him. He deserves nothing. He deserves no sympathy. And people like these fake crocodile tears, go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. I don't care if you were on drugs. Drugs are bad. They teach you that in elementary school. You shouldn't be doing drugs in the first place, you fucking retard. That's something that, like, a teenager might do one time and be like, oh, that was crazy, and then never do it again. You know? If you don't want to go to prison, maybe crazy thought, don't fucking murder someone. Don't stab someone to death on a fucking bus. It's not that hard. Billions of people live their entire life without murdering another human being. It's really not that difficult. But apparently it was too difficult for him. I have zero sympathy. From what I hear, his father was a criminal. His half-brother is already in prison for murdering someone else. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You did this to yourself. I have no sympathy for you. And honestly, I liked Russia. I heard about this story in Russia where this father, he found out his friend raped his little girl. And so he beat him, took him out to the woods, made him dig his own grave, and then eye for an eyed him and buried him. And you know what? In front of the Russian court, they said, you're free to go. You know? I like their justice system in that case. I don't know about all the other ones, but in that particular case, yeah, totally justified. But this piece of shit, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You deserve nothing but agony and misery for the rest of your life, and I have zero sympathy for evil creatures like that. Anna, what do they do in Russian prisons? I know absolutely nothing about Russian prison. All I know is I read about that particular case. And yeah, I thought that was great. Yeah. If somebody raped my 4-year-old daughter, and I think, you know, I think that dad was justified in everything that he did. Mark, sorry, thank you for the 5. Life without parole, that doesn't seem right. That was a big performance by him. He wasn't even crying. No, he's faking it. He's faking it because he's a fucking psychopath. Like, did you see? He smiled. He fucking smiled. And then was like, oh. No. what a monster. What an absolute monster. That poor girl came to America to escape the war. Who knew you were safer in a war zone? It's awful. Excuse me. Russell, thank you for the 5. 3 squares a day, cable, internet, daily, exercise, and all the buzzy he can shake all dick at. Well, like I said, remember what happened to Jeffrey Dahmer? I would not feel... Let's just say I would not take that as bad news if that happened to him. Oh, before we get into the EFAPing the hater video, I got a couple packages in the mail, so I'm going to open it. Well, I shouldn't say packages. I got one package in the mail. I didn't go to the P.O. box today. I got this, which I believe is from John Malin. I did back it, so it's from a campaign. I believe it's my t-shirt from Godlike. I have no memory of ordering this. Did I order a ladies small? I always order medium. Oh, you know what? I ordered it a ladies small because I wanted this for my stepdaughter. That's why. I always get the medium so me and Peaches can both wear it. And the men's medium. But that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, this is graveyard shift. Yep. Got this one for my stepdaughter. Very nice, very nice. And then what is this? What is this? Oh yeah. So I got this. I was gonna do a video because Hot Topic had a bunch of swimsuits as like characters, like they had a bunch of like Marvel and Star Wars and like Ariel and like different stuff. So I was gonna do a video reviewing their like character swimsuits. And then I just didn't end up wanting to do it. But I did buy a few things. This is a Spider-Man swimsuit. And this is the top for it. So it's like a high neck bikini. And I figured I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, but my stepdaughter is. So I'm like, anything I don't like, I can just give to her. And I was like, oh, okay. This is like a high neck Spider-Man swimsuit. The only size, I think this is like an extra small. So it might not fit me, but it'll probably fit her. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I have the bottom somewhere. But it went on like super sale. So I got this for like $7 and it's usually like $36. So yeah. I could be getting that wrong. It could be mixing it up. But yeah, so that's the Spider-Man bikini top. And then lastly but not least, I saw this and I was like, okay, I kind of want this. And I haven't bought a new purse in like, I don't know, almost a decade now. I always use the same one. But I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Lord of the Rings and I can fit my iPad in it. Isn't that beautiful? And it's been sitting in my truck and I'm like, I don't know, should I return it or should I keep it? And it's just been sitting here and sitting there. I probably should keep it, huh? It's cool. But I'm like, am I ever going to use it? But no, I think I will. I'm going to keep it. But I love it. Isn't it cute? So I got that. I wanted to share it with you guys. I have a new iPad bag that will actually fit my iPad. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys all that. Keep it. Nice colors. Nice. Keep it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. How gigantic is your iPad? It's the big iPad to draw on. I would show you guys it, but it's in my room. And I keep it on like the side of my bed so I can draw while like me and Peaches watch TV. Get to the EFAP. Okay, we are going to get to the EFAP. So, you guys, are you guys ready for me to EFAP a hater video? Now, again, I usually don't do this, but I've only ever seen this guy on Ethan's show. It must be an iPad Pro. I believe it is. Oh, let me see. Let's see if Nina got back to me. No. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Sorry, just had to read the message. Okay, so you guys ready to get into the EFAP? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. So this gentleman, I've never talked to him that I can recall, and I've only ever seen him on Ethan's show. So this guy, I think his name is Eric, but he spells it uniquely. I will say that. And I'd never seen his channel, but here is so this is the video we're gonna EFAP. It's called Fake Gamer Girl or Yellow Flash. Girls aren't real gamers. His panel exposes something. So somebody sent this to me and I kind of laughed at it. But thank you for using a nice picture of me. I think that's from one of my thumbnails. But I'd never seen his channel and I only saw it because I pulled up the video and then I wanted to like show you guys the thumbnail because when you click on a video, it doesn't like start off with a thumbnail. But then I saw all of this and I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh, hey, there's another one. There's another one with me in it. But I guess this guy's channel is just calling out other YouTubers. But it's funny because whenever he's on Ethan's, he's not like an asshole from at least from what I've seen. But I was like, all right, well, we're gonna EFAP this video. And I'm gonna preface with pause. YouTube is so slow in responding to me today. Okay, so when I watched this, I had it playing on in the background, and I watch everything at ×2 speed, so I went through this kind of quickly. But like all I could think of the entire time is this is somebody that is like looking at a group of friends that know each other pretty well and then commenting on it. Like I'm a pretty sarcastic person and you guys have seen it. Like the more I like someone like Cecil, I can call him a fag, right? I can call him a fat loser. I can make a GoFundMe completely denigrating him and making him seem like the biggest loser in the world because I consider him one of my best friends. I can make fun of John Malin's eyebrows. I can talk about how fat Ethan is, right? And him breaking chairs. I only do that because I like them. And if I don't know you very well, I'm typically very polite, right? Unless I hate you, which I don't really interact that much with people that hate me or that I personally hate. There's plenty of people that hate me that interact with me and I just laugh at it. But I think there's very few times where I'm actually stuck on streams with people that I hate. And I'll either do one of two things, confront them or ignore them. Right? And you guys saw that on that Flashcast episode. I don't like Sean. The reason why I don't like Sean is because he was talking shit about me in DMs with Ethan Ralph, implicating that I had something to do with the Ricada stuff, and I was the one telling the police. I didn't know about any of that shit with Nick and the drugs and the wife swapping thing. I didn't know about any of that. The last time I had talked to Nick was he asked me because I had a group chat for everybody that was going to my wedding. And then, we were planning it was a lot of the people, excuse me. We wanted to do like a Flashcast meetup because years ago we all went and saw, what was me? It was Yellow Flash. It was Cecil. I want to say there was more people there, but we went for something. Oh, we all went and saw Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle. And then we were all talking about how we all want to hang out again because Flash wanted to see Tug. And then like Nick wanted to hang out. And I really wanted to see Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper was performing in Nashville and it was an Alice Cooper Rob Zombie thing. And I wanted to go. But then, I wasn't expecting to get engaged and I was planning my wedding, so I couldn't go. But we all had planned to go out to Nashville. And I had been talking when I let the guys all know I wasn't going to be able to go. I was like, oh, but maybe if I do like, what is it called? Bachelorette party, we can all go. And I'm like, most of my friends are guys. And we made this joke about like going out to Cancun to visit Nina. And then Nick had messaged me either in November or December about it because I got married in February. And he's like, hey, is your like bachelorette party still going? Because I think he thought that I had like uninvited him because last time we had all talked and like, I don't remember if it was a group message or if we talked off air after a stream or something. And he was like, oh, it's totally cool if you guys like uninvited us or if you did it. And I just let him know, like, no, I'm too stressed. I don't really want to go. Like, I don't have time for a big trip. Because for those that don't know, I DIY'd like my entire wedding myself. I didn't hire. And I'm still mad. The 2 people that I hired to do things, I was not happy with their work. Actually, there was 3 people I hired to do things. The DJ was amazing. He was perfect. He did his job phenomenally. The photographer, and then obviously you guys know the story about my wedding cake. Awful. I even told everyone, I was like, I'm gonna make my own cake and all the own cupcakes. I really should have. I could have saved myself so much money. And then my photographer, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so mad. But anyways, so I texted him that it just wasn't happening. And that was like the last time I talked to Nick. And then the next thing I know, I saw the thing about Ethan like making him eat cake or pie on a stream because he lost a lot of weight. I just figured he was busy working. I didn't know about any of that shit. And then I see all the stuff comes out. I was in absolute shock by it. I didn't know any of that. And then these DMs leak. Ethan Ralph leaked them of Ethan Ralph talking to Sean, trying to implicate that I knew all about it and I was the one that reported it to the cops. And they're like, well, Anna lives in LA and it was an LA number. And I'm like, I've never lived in LA. People that aren't from California don't realize how big California is. I have to drive an hour to get to LA. You realize that? That's like what Ethan lives in New Jersey saying that, that's the same as being in New York City, right? Like it doesn't compute. And I'm just like, no, I don't live in LA. I've never lived in LA. Also, my number is from when I lived in Northern California. My number is a Northern Californian area code. So no, it wasn't me. I never knew anything about that. And I didn't know. I was just as shocked as everybody else when all that stuff came out. And because I wouldn't go and I guess drag Nick through the mud online, that makes me part of it. And I'm like, no, how I felt about it and you guys all probably can guess how I felt about it, but I said what I had to say to Nick in private, and that's how it ended. I rarely talk to Nick now. I hope that I honestly want them to heal and everything to get better. And I don't think everybody that claimed that they were, there to support the kids. It's like, well, how do you think those kids are going to feel when they look up, when they're doing something online and they see, you talking shit about their parents? It's like, if you really feel that bad for the kids, you obviously don't by your actions. So I didn't want to add to that online. What I had to say to Nick, I said privately to him, and I'm going to leave it at that. But you guys can all probably guess. And at the end of the day, there's 5 children involved. I just want them all to heal and get better. And that's it. But everybody, it was like a witch mob going after everyone. It's like, you must publicly turn and say this. It's like anyone with common sense. And I would think that, to be fair, it wasn't any of you guys in my chat. It was a bunch of strangers trying to, put me in the town square and say, you must say these things or we're going to burn you at the stake. And it's like anyone with common sense can, see that those things are not good and would disapprove of those things. I think I've pretty much shown to you guys over the years that have common sense for the most part and would fundamentally disagree with those things, right? But yeah. Anyways, Spike and Madness. I'm sorry, you're snoring. Okay. But anyways, long story longer, you guys saw me confront Sean on Flashcast. I will, like I said, if I don't like you, I'll either confront you or ignore you. And I think the only time I've ever had to deal with people is, I can't stand Liam. You guys all know that. And you guys have seen me either ignore him or confront him on streams. So that's how I am. If I'm joking with you and I'm rude, it's probably in this sense with Lofty, it's because I like Lofty. But anyways, here we go. Here we go.
YouTubers become feminists. All right, so this is a clip from Katie Did. Shout out to Katie.
We're feminists, guys. Here we go.
did for grabbing this. I saw this clip and I was like, I want to make a video about this, just kind of watch it with you guys. There's not a lot to debunk here. I just want to sort of give my commentary. But we have Yellow Flash here on one of his streams. We have a few people you might recognize, like Lofty Pixels, Tom from Midnight's Edge, Legal Mindset. We're going to have that Star Wars girl in this clip at a certain point. But it's really funny because they're literally arguing in this video about the validity of girls in gaming, and all of a sudden the girls in this group get offended during this conversation, and then some of the guys all of a sudden turn into feminists. So when they tell you that they
defending women, especially women that you don't, does not make you a feminist. I want to say that, you know, because like I'll give it to this guy. He's not an asshole. For the most part, from what I saw and from what I remember, he's not rude. I just think he's wrong, which is why I'm covering it. But like defending your friends because they're being attacked based on their gender does not make you a feminist. I don't think that that's a, you know, I don't think that that's, it's something that Forrest Gump can understand. But here we go.
Believe in things that you guys believe in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of that changes when it's one of their own. This is going to be really interesting. Let's watch.
You mean when it's their friends? Okay.
This.
I'll agree. We all agree. That's the
Lofty.
whole point. The whole point of this conversation was the game sucks, Nick. We all agree. Cool.
We
Let's
all
move
agree.
on.
Yeah, we agree, but I still said
But
what I
Lofty
said.
wants to take it.
Okay, so by the way, trigger warning on some of the language used here. I do have it pitched up a little bit, and they're talking about
Trigger warning. I miss Lofty. Like all this, seeing this, I'm like, I haven't seen Andrew in forever. I haven't seen Lofty in forever. I feel like I haven't seen Nina in forever too, even though I talk to her like every day.
about the Suicide Squad, the game, the Suicide Squad, and how bad it is, and it sort of spirals into this here.
Into a different direction. Say, let me tell you why it doesn't suck that much, Dick. It just sucks the tip, not the shaft.
No, I don't even care. The game could be a 0 out of 10. I'm just saying it's not the same as Helldivers. You guys are just like making.
Nobody said it was the same fucking game. The point is to compare the thriving game to the shitty game.
You said it's the same. You compare me. Yes, it's the same. You said it's the same. You said it's the same genre.
So oddly enough, I don't disagree here that they compare stuff that doesn't need to be compared. I do agree with that. I think just comparing, oh, this game's popular and this one's not, that's really dumb. It's really stupid. So when Lofty here is saying that these games are not the same, they're not comparable, I actually agree with that statement. I think that's true. And these guys do it a lot.
You just lying. Go back and replay the tape. You're lying.
Oh my God. Let me grab this super chat real fast from Russell. Russell, language. I just realized Kim is going to have a fashion show. Oh dear God, I hope those underwear are not featured. Oh my.
I just would like to say that Lofty, I worked at Nintendo and they wouldn't have hired me if I didn't play video games. Thank you.
Oh, that happens. So game corporations and journalist corporations that exclusively represent video games apparently never hire people who've never played games in their life. Apparently that never happens, according to Nina.
Well, am I
So there he is essentially suggesting, because Nina is the one that said something to him about this, that Nina is an unqualified hire.
That's not what he said. He was making the joke about how companies hire women that don't know anything about video games. Like he's making the joke, and I mean, he is right in this sense. I mean, I don't always agree with Lofty and his contrarian takes, and I feel like Lofty really does play up the contrarian bit a lot, especially when he was still here. But no, he made a point. You know, and Nina didn't want to say what her job is, and I know what her job used to be, so I know that you had to have played the games to have worked at the job that she was at, but she's not going to go out there and dox her previous work history. So, like, the point he's about to make, it's just like,
for this position. That was his statement there. Now, he didn't say it directly, he said it indirectly. It's like a backhanded comment. You know what I mean? Like he's saying, oh, I'm not going to say that you're unqualified, but everything I'm going to say in my statement is suggesting that you're unqualified.
Interview. I was asked about video games.
Oh, okay. Oh, so have you played Mario? Yes, you're hired.
So sweet baby. Wait, I don't understand why you get so hostile towards me. I haven't even fucking said anything to you. Why are you so hostile?
He's calling you a fake gamer girl.
Yeah, you're like literally calling me a fake gamer girl.
Yeah, but you're claiming to
How
know
about you
more
go
about games
fuck
than
yourself,
I do.
Lofty?
Yeah, but you're claiming to know more
I'm
about
sure he
games
does often.
than I do. It's cringe when girls come into spaces and they think I'm a gamer and they're not. It's really cringe.
Wow.
Listen, the only reason Lofty is talking the way he is because he's among people he considers his like online internet friends. You don't talk like this with people you don't know very well, okay? So here we go. Lofty is a fake gamer girl as well. I mean, I think please, I know I'm going to get clipped, but there's been women, extremely popular streamers that might have a couple S's in their name and a wolf at the end that got exposed for not being real gamers and for faking it and having, I don't know, a screen up and holding a controller, acting like they're playing it when really it's their husband playing it, you know? So as somebody that knows Lofty, like I get what he's saying where, you know, girls pretend to be it for attention and it does work. But I mean, in this case, when you're on a show with a bunch of streamers and a bunch of people that actually do play games, considering we all played Helldivers together, you know, this is making me all reminiscent. I miss playing Helldivers. That was fun before the big controversy. Okay, people said it in the chat. So you guys all know what I'm talking about, but here, I'm gonna let this play for a bit.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Lofty is very volatile in general. Like he likes to argue in general. So
he's a contrarian. That's what he does. And you know what? People might get driven crazy by it online in streams. When we were hanging out at Anime Matsuri, like me and Lofty, we were walking around. So many people stopped him to say like how much they liked him on streams. So Lofty has like a huge fan base. I really miss him. I wish he would come back.
I'm going to dial this back a little bit because Lofty talks very quickly. He's very volatile in general, so this doesn't shock me too much. But the audacity to say this while you have two women on the stream with you who are both part of the community is pretty crazy.
He's not talking about Nina and Rini. That's the thing. He's talking about girls that pretend to be good at video games and pretend to play video games, like somebody that I alluded to a minute ago.
Well, look, the reality is if these women, let me put myself in their position here. If these women believed in the values of this community and how these guys typically talk about women in general, they would expect this sort of rhetoric. It should be no shocker to them. These are the people they've aligned themselves with.
Okay. So this is the part of like, he's going to do this for the rest of the video, for at least from what I remember, is like the values of the community. Listen, it's not America, again, is not the center of the universe. He alludes to like the political side of it. The things that all these other people on the stream value, you don't have to have the same background in those to look at a video game and say whether or not that shit. You don't have to it's like you don't have to be a libtard or a crazy conservative to look at The Last Jedi and say that is very out of character for Luke Skywalker. That was a terrible story. Okay? You can agree on nerd stuff and have different opinions outside of that in the real world. I have never met a person I agree with everything 100%. I don't like the taste of water. Do I care that everybody else on this like stream, everybody else that I interact with likes the taste of water? No, I don't. But this whole, it's like he's giving Lofty shit for what Lofty's saying in this, you know, clip of the stream. But then he does the exact same thing where he shames me when I show up. He shames Nina and he shames Rini for being aligned or being friends with the people that we are because they have different views than he does. It's very, it's a very hypocritical. It's like, oh, you're getting treated like shit, which if Nina really felt like she was getting treated like shit, she wouldn't be there. If Rini felt like she was being treated like shit, she wouldn't be there. You know? If I felt like I was being treated like shit, I wouldn't be there. So, and it's like, I don't care who any of these people vote for. We're here to show up to talk about nerd shit once a week. It doesn't mean I have to agree with everything that they say 100% of the time.
So when it turns around, it ends up being a problem, and these guys start saying stuff like this, it shouldn't be a surprise. I would say it shouldn't be a surprise. It doesn't shock me that he is saying this, but they seem to be taken aback by it.
Lofty, how are you the
gay.
worst representation of
What?
gatekeeping ever?
What? What do you mean?
Like you're like the meme, the gatekeeping meme.
Gatekeeping what? Like what am I gatekeeping? What am I gatekeeping? What are you
Gaming.
talking- How am I gatekeeping gaming?
Let me read these super chats. The Jabari, thank you for the 2. Eric is a Peter Puffer. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Russell, thank you for the 2. You know he's wrong when he agrees with Lofty. I've seen you pound Lofty harder than his boyfriend. I mean, guys, Lofty is a contrarian. That's what he does. I think it's in this stream. I argue with him, which is why I'm in the thumbnail. Also, I guess I'm clickbait, which is kind of flattering. But his whole thing is that, like, oh, you guys all turn into feminists when somebody says something like this, which is supposed to be against what you guys believe. And it's like, if that's all you get from it, then you really don't understand. But whatevs. The Melting Snowman, thank you for the 2. Eric and Yellow Flash are boring pronouns. Oh my God. A drawing, though.
So they're calling him a gatekeeper. These guys on this panel.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back. What gatekeeper?
How am I gatekeeping gaming?
So
Flash made
they're calling him a gatekeeper. These guys on this panel are singing.
The Peter Puffer means suck a D. Oh, I knew he was gay. I mean, he has a pink phone case. So, but I think Ethan said on his stream one time that he's gay. Doesn't matter. You can still be gay. You can be gay and have an opinion on things. I stream with gay guys all the time. Look at the Jack Show.
Singling out Lofty as a gatekeeper. I don't know if anybody smells the irony in the air. I smell it. It's like a raging wildfire here. That people on Yellow Flash's panel would start calling someone else on the panel a gatekeeper. That's crazy.
He's joking. He's making a joke, but
the space. I'm like,
oh, so it's bad when I do it, but it's based when every other person does it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not agreeing with him on this one because obviously I don't think you should treat anybody like this or gatekeep anybody. But his statement about like comparing what he's doing to everything else they do, especially with Yellow Flash in this fucking panel, is absolutely true.
Yes, because they're less of a.
See, that's why I'm held to way higher standards than everybody else. That's why it's ridiculous. It's absolutely.
Nina does play games. She has a
okay. I understand you play games. I know you play games, but you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to this.
I didn't even say anything about this game, Lofty. I wasn't the one you were arguing with.
Then why are you talking to me? Then why are you responding to me then? I'm not even talking to you.
Because you called me a fake gamer girl, so I responded to you.
You did imply that she is a fake gamer girl.
Yeah, but you were implying that you understand what this topic's about, which you don't.
No, I said I don't know what you're talking about because we've lost the point, and that is exactly what I said. I didn't know what the point was that you were trying to make. I was trying to follow your point.
I miss these moments where Lofty derails the topic to like wild
we got female gamers in the chat.
I don't think we need to fight about anything here. They're fighting over nothing.
Yeah, it's because everybody's wrong. And
Lofty wants to pull up like
last week, exactly like last week, and exactly like in DMs today when everybody was calling me an idiot for saying that Dune is not woke. Holy fuck.
Oh, okay. So guys, I would wait. I stopped reading the Flashcast group chat. We would wake up and it would be 100 notifications. Like what was that stupid show? One Piece. When One Piece was on, it was like 100 DMs. When something like happened in a game, 100 DMs. Like, oh my God. It's like, yes, I understand the pain. I remember all too well those days. It was a different time. This is an old stream. This is like a year, if not 2 years ago. My goodness. Let me grab a couple of these. Russell, thing for the 2. Well, Lofty certainly has opinions, so fair point. Slagless, thank you for the 5. Since you have to watch videos on 2 times speed, how the hell can you stand being on stream with Yellow Flash dude talks slower than the quartering on Valium? It's different when you're in person because you're like, oh, this is a really bad habit, but this is how humans are wired. So a lot of the times, especially when it's a live show, you don't listen to understand someone, you're listening to respond. And a lot of the times on stream, I can tell, at least like as a streamer, I can tell when no one's listening to me, they're waiting for me to finish so that way they can say what they want to respond, like to a video, to a comment in the chat. And sometimes if you are listening and somebody makes a really good point, you'll play off of that. But when you're live streaming, there's not a lot of I'm trying to listen to understand what this person is saying. Whereas when you're watching a video, you're watching to hear what that person is saying and to really grasp the points that they're making. Whereas when you're on a live stream, even though there's other people there, you're trying to get your 2 cents in on it. So it's a little bit different. And that's why there's a lot of talking over people, because nobody's actually listening to you. You know, they're trying to like add to the conversation and get their point in. And yes, you do, like, you're technically listening, but it's not like you're sitting there processing every word, thinking about it, contemplating it, because at that point it would just be one person talking and everybody just sitting there like absorbing what it is. And that's just how live shows work. So yeah. Is she done yet? I'm sorry. I want to say around June 2023. That's what it seems like, because when I show up, I have like my all dark hair, and I'm pretty sure it's before I got married. So that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that too. But I'm wearing a jacket, so I must have been out and came in, which is why I'm late to this. But oh, we're 6 minutes in. It's 37 minutes. I didn't realize it was that long. Oh my god. Here we go.
I thought that was interesting that he's revealing that in their private DMs, they kind of like purity test whether or not you feel something is woke or not.
No, you don't nobody purity test. That's not what he said. People have opinions on things, and this is how nerds are. Nerds like to have deep, in-depth conversations about things that they feel passionately about, and that's what happens in our group chat. Lofty was defending Dune because he said it wasn't woke. And here's my thing. As somebody that has read the Dune books, and I did not like the Dune movies, and since I'm on the West Coast, I wake up and pretty much the conversation is over by the time I jump in, or there's like too many DMs to respond to. So I don't even, it really depends on if I'm going to jump in or not. But a lot of the people in the group chat who haven't read Dune, they see certain things. They're like, oh no, there's this woke aspect to it. And I believe it was actually him and Tom that were fighting about it, but I can't remember. It was years ago. But it's not purity testing. It's people having a conversation about it. And nobody's calling somebody a Nazi. No one's like insulting anyone. It's literally just nerds having in-depth conversations about nerdy shit. It's not a purity test, but I get it. You need to say that for the clicks.
So they're literally arguing in private about wokeness. That's crazy, fam. So they're sitting in DMs.
They're having conversations about media. Crazy.
Sharing things, talking about whether they're woke or not. Unironically. Wow.
You guys are
yes, that's what nerds do. Nerds have conversations about media, and unfortunately, a lot of shit is woke now. Oh, I don't know why that's a hard concept to grasp. Russell, thank you for the tube. Don't you have cosplay to try on? Well, if somebody sends me $100 super chat, I will put one on. That's the agreement, Russell. But I didn't get any new ones, so it would have to be one you guys have already seen. But if you guys are interested, there you go. You guys know my requirements. Also, I haven't checked in on Rumble. I apologize to all of you guys that are watching over on Rumble. Let me see if I got any Rumble rants. Nope, but that's okay. Thank you again, everybody watching over Rumble. I appreciate every single one of you.
speaking, you're like, oh, Avatar and Naruto are nothing alike. Of course they are.
I
never said that. Hey, fuck you. I never said that. I never.
Which, by the way, we're not even talking about games there. He's completely on something else. Now he's talking about movies and TV shows, which is completely off topic on what he was speaking about before.
They're not. No, he's talking about 2 TV shows, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Naruto, because he's talking about what we were talking about in the group chat. Oh my goodness.
I never watched Avatar.
Yeah,
so
I
that
never
was
watched
between you and Crow.
Naruto, so I didn't have an
between you
opinion
and Crow.
on
Not only that, he's
it.
making shit up about the other stuff too. Because
Everybody's
yeah,
Everybody's fucking
we didn't
retarded.
say that Dune was woke. We said there was issues.
You said it was woke, you fucking retard.
No, I did not.
Hey, stop.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on it. I didn't say it was
I can't call him a retard, but he.
You know what the best part about this clip for me is they can't determine between them what's woke and what isn't. If wokeness is an objective thing, like we the people that are okay with diversity and we support that kind of stuff, things along those lines. We really love the inclusive nature of the media that we're taking part in. Like, if we're unable to see it, but it's so fucking obvious, then why would they even have a difference of opinion about what woke is? If woke was this tangible thing that you could just look at and see, there should be no discussion from them, from these anti-woke guys. There should be no discussion on whether it's woke or not. It should be absolutely obvious.
It is absolutely obvious. The condescension and saying like whatever side he's on, which I think I'm guessing he's a libtard, and that's just me making an assumption. But I am better than thou because I am on this side and you guys are on that side. Again, very condescending, looking down your nose at everyone because they have a different opinion, and like going through a stream from 2 years ago. Like his video came out 5 days ago, but watching a 2-year-old video with somebody that's not even like on the internet anymore. I don't know. It's beating a dead horse at this point, but no, it's nerds having conversations about things. And the conversation had to do with the Dune books and how what's his face, the author. Oh my God. How am I blanking on this? I want to say Larry Nevin, but that's not. He wrote Ringworld. I don't know why I'm having a blonde moment blanking on his fucking name. The chat's going to tell me in a second. But the conversation is about that. And for those that don't know, the author based it on what was going on with the oil in the Middle East. And that's why Arrakis is the way that it was. And the debate was on if that would be considered woke or not. And it was particularly between Tom and Lofty, 2 people who like to argue a lot about everything. And again, like, we're nerds. We debate these kind of stuff. It's like, what kind of kryptonite would work on Superman? Like, I was at Craig Miller's panel at LA Comic-Con, and he was talking about that essay that was written on how Lois and Superman would be able to have sex because of all of his powers. That's like, it's not something that would ever appear in a movie. It's not something that would ever be in a comic book because DC doesn't want that. But it's something that fans have talked about, and it's like the joke, like, yeah, he would have to fly her to like a planet that doesn't have a red sun, wait for him to like lose his supercharge or use some type of kryptonite or have kryptonite nearby so he wouldn't kill her when he like finished, like it's nerds having in-depth conversation about certain types of media that they're interested that no normie fucking cares about. Okay. And having the conversation on if somebody is going to put their activism in media, whether it be woke or not. I mean, if you aren't interested in those conversations, well, you're not part of it because it's in a group chat that you are not in. And when it being talked about on air, I mean, it's nerds having a conversation. That's what this live stream is. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But saying that everybody is less than now because they're on a different political leaning than you, kind of shitty. That's just my opinion.
He's allowed to call me a retard?
Oh,
I think.
Tulip, what's wrong? Hold on, Tulip's crying. Is he giving you a bath? What is it? Why are you crying? What do you want? Oh my gosh. Peaches must be like trying to give her or Dixie a bath. She only comes out here crying when he's trying to give him a bath. She comes out here to hide with me. Okay, here we go. Darren Verney, sorry. Revenge of the Nerds was a good movie. All right. Thank you. Here we go.
Oh,
You're disagreeing
you called me a
with
retard.
idiot.
You called me an idiot. You called me a retard. You called me naive. Yes, you did. In DMs. Go check it. Go check it. Go fucking back and check it.
Calm down, Lofty.
Well,
No.
I'm misrepresenting what we were talking about anyway. So
No, I'm not.
I will say there's almost never a month that goes by that there's not some huge fight on Flash's stream between panelists.
What is
like
it?
actual huge fights? This is maybe the fourth one I've seen in the last 3 months
wrong?
where people are just openly fighting with each other.
Yeah, nerds do that. Hold on, my dog is crying. What is it? Show me. Hold on, guys. I gotta see what Tulip wants. She's crying. What is it? Show me. What do you want? What do you want? I'm back. Okay, so found out what was wrong. Tulip is mad because Peaches took Dixie on a walk and he did not take Tulip. We can't find Dixie's lead, and she's she tries to pull you when you walk her, so we have to have this like soft lead thing on her. And she's only like that when Tulip's there because it's another dog and she's got to be like the leader of the pack kind of thing. But Tulip's mad, so I had to go give Tulip a treat. And she's like freaking out. And so yeah, I had to go take care of my needy dog. She's a spoiled, rotten princess, but I love her. Russell, thank you for the 5. DC had a comic of Superman being graped and Batman eating Selina's cat. They made a farting Harley Quinn book, but who wears the kryptonite plug is one far. Yes, Russell. This is back when DC actually had standards. All the new stuff is from DC losing. Can we see Tulip? She's inside eating her bone, or else when she came in here, she's like crying and she's like jumping and like pawing at me. So put her back inside. She has her bone. Hopefully she'll be good for another 10 minutes. But if I try to hold her, she's going to go like and go crazy because she wants to go on a walk and Peaches didn't take her. So when he gets back with Dixie, he'll take Tulip. But shock collar. No, I'm not Hassan. I do not use my animals as props. Gosh, that's so fucked up. Like, he doesn't even have water there for that dog. Like, I can't even imagine. And that's a big dog. That dog needs to go out and walk and explore, but no. Okay, here we go. Also, I was thinking about this while I was he's complaining about them fighting on Flashcast. Do you guys see how much money Flash makes when there's a fight on stream because so many people want to chime in their opinions? So So Flash doesn't get mad at people when there's a fight on stream because he's like, oh, the chat likes it. And if your audience, like you give your audience what they want. And it's not like he initiated Lofty going crazy. That Lofty, he's just a contrarian. That's what he does. So, you know, I mean, if it's not causing your stream harm and your channel harm, it's like, okay, who cares? Have your nerd debate. It's a nerd show. That's what nerds do. I don't know why this is such a hard concept for somebody that considers themselves a nerd.
Stream.
Either way,
Yeah,
even
you
about the
are. You're
Naruto
wrong.
thing,
You're just
Lofty.
objectively wrong.
Even
No,
with the Naruto
you
thing, first of
disagree with
all-
me about the North and South thing being representative of the religious South and the Trump thing.
You're wrong. You're
Okay.
objectively wrong.
You can say I'm objectively wrong all you want, but you just misrepresented the conversation. At no point did any of us
misrepresented. How many times do these guys misrepresent things? It's
How many times did you misrepresent what people were talking about or what they meant in what this little, what I guess I'm 9 minutes and 51 seconds into it. So it's like, again, the I am greater than thou because I have superior opinions to you. It's like, you're going to call them all a hypocrite, but you've been a hypocrite already. Let me read this Rumble rant. Thank you, Emorsk. Anna, ask for more than a mere $100. Stop selling it short. Make them earn the cosplay dress up. You never learn. Emorsk, I just set it at 100 because I don't think anyone's going to do it. And from the way the chat's been going, I don't think that's what we're doing tonight. So it's fine. And I didn't say which one. Maybe I want to put on a Starfleet uniform today. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Yes. Here we go.
their business model. Misrepresentation of what you're looking at is your business model. This is what you guys do. You sit.
It's not. It's really not. It's nerds giving their opinion on the things that they feel are being destroyed. That's what everyone here does. I mean, I don't particularly see Rini doing that because Rini is not a YouTuber. Rini is a comic book creator. Andrew talks about legal stuff. How is what Andrew does misrepresenting? Tom in Midnight's Edge, I haven't watched a Midnight's Edge video in years, but I've never seen Tom misrepresent something. He gives his opinions on stuff he feels passionately about. Lofty hasn't been on the internet in years, but Lofty gives his opinions on things he feels passionate about. Clearly, so does Nina and so does Flash. They're not misrepresenting something. Just because you don't like their opinions on it doesn't mean they're misrepresenting something. Like, again, my opinions are greater than thous because I feel this way and you don't. It's the condescension is strong.
Around on these streams and you misrepresent things that you're looking at, things that you're watching, news articles, things like that. That is your business model. That is what you do.
No.
The Dune overall was.
No, it's not. And the overgeneralization with zero examples to show for it. Sad. Darth Gorebag, thank you for the 555. Dude, it should work in an old movie theater because he is projecting. Okay, that's funny. Thank you for the super chat. Did Flash unban Lofty? Yes. No, Lofty's not banned. For those that don't know, so Lofty he's talked about it on air, so it's not like I'm exposing anything. Lofty has a younger brother that has genetic, he's got remember Donovan? Lofty has a brother that has like genetic anomalies, so he's like Donovan. And so Lofty takes care of his brother and spends as much time with his brother as possible because, you know, like what happened with Donovan, you don't know how long your sibling's going to be there. So Lofty still works and Lofty still does his thing, but he just doesn't spend as much time on the internet because he wants to spend more time with his brother and he helps his mom take care of his brother. And so cerebral palsy, no. Something much more severe than that. So that's what Lofty does. Lofty works and he helps his mom take care of his brother. So that's why Lofty's been gone for so long. And that's why, like, if he does contemplate on coming back, it's just he would like to come back. Like, I've still talked to Lofty. Like, I've texted him a couple times. He did have surgery, but that was months ago. But so that's what's going on with Lofty. I believe he mentioned that before But for anyone's wondering why Lofty's been gone for so long, he's being a decent human being and helping out his family. But yeah, so that's what's going on in real life. Again, he's still alive. He's still doing good. He just got shit going on in real life like everybody else does. And I don't blame him for wanting to spend as much time with his brother as possible, because in situations like that, you really don't know how long you have with them. So, Russell, thank you for the $2. Emorsk, loose lips that hide lips get smacked. Thank you for the super chat. And then Russell, another one. So Lofty finally had the bottom surgery, huh? No, he had back surgery, which you're probably gonna. I think it was back surgery, but you're gonna take that and make that very inappropriate. But thanks, Russell. Here we go. Let's get back to this. I remember now. I skipped a majority of this because he said I didn't come in till later, and since I was in the thumbnail, I wanted to see what his gripe with me was about, because I think I watched like the first couple of minutes and was like, I can't do this. What's his beef with me? But yeah. Do you guys want me to keep watching this section, or do you want me to skip till I jump in? I don't get in until later. Oh, I don't get in until, let's see. Where's the, oh, it might be coming up soon. Okay, I guess I am coming up soon. Okay, I'm coming up soon anyway. We'll just watch it.
Fucking woke. We said there were some issues with it. So that being said, you can sit there and claim we all said one thing or another. You're misrepresenting the whole fucking argument from the start.
Okay, what were you saying, Nina? What were you saying, Nina? I don't really care. What were you saying?
That's pretty fucking obvious, and that's why you constantly get in arguments, you dumbass. Now I called you a fucking...
See, and Lofty does that when he starts losing the argument. He moves the goalposts, and he does it because he's a contrarian. That's what he does. But I get it. You need to sensationalize it for the clicks.
About Avatar, what were you saying, Nina?
I was saying I never disagreed with you that they were similar, because I've never even watched Naruto. So I cannot disagree with you. I was just telling you that they could be the same, but one of them is like 800 episodes and one of them is 3 seasons. So one of them tells the story better. That was my whole point, is that it's more concise when it's like, a shorter, more concise story. That was my entire point.
Yeah,
you took it as something completely different.
No.
Being a total dick to me now on stream.
No, I wasn't bringing you up in the Avatar.
Someone give Lofty a...
So the funny thing is, like, I'm not bringing you up in the Avatar thing. Dude, you literally called her a fake gamer girl. You said she was a DEI.
No, he didn't. He made the generalization about fake girls in gaming, which we've seen before. I like how he says that everybody here misrepresents it, which is what he's doing.
I hire without saying it.
Is that Nina? Yes. Yes, that's Nina. Russell, thing too. Lofty is not a contrarian. Lofty is a queef. Oh my God, Russell.
That was your insinuation when you talked about Nintendo and companies hiring people or hiring unqualified people. That was what you were insinuating. It's very obvious.
Nicker.
I wasn't bringing you up in the Avatar conversation. I was bringing up the chat, the panel last week. You weren't even on the panel.
No, I
wasn't even talking about it.
No, the whole panel was you and Crow arguing about the stupid. I'm fucking got a video off of it and put it on.
Yeah, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong.
Great. Lofty's gonna get triggered again because there's another fake gamer girl on the stream.
Everybody's wrong.
So now we have Anna, that Star Wars girl, who shows up. And I've heard from people that this community typically doesn't argue with Anna maliciously because Anna's fan base is very rabid. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, so okay, he's gonna get on it later about how all of us women shouldn't be on we shouldn't be friends with these guys or be on their side because they treat women badly. When I want you all to remember right now him saying that, or he's gonna say that in a minute about my friends, but I should be on his side and people like his side because they treat women better. Except right when I get in, the first thing he says about me is nobody maliciously fights with me because my fan base is rabid, completely disregarding me as a person, right? All of the credit to why people don't argue with me is on you guys in the chat. So pat your guys on this, on the back, because you guys are scary, not me, myself, and I didn't do anything, right? Apparently I'm just scary because of you guys, not because of myself, not because of the things that I say, the things that I do, the person that I am. It's all your guys. You guys get all the credit. So congratulations to you guys. I'm just a figurehead apparently. So remember that when later on, when he tries to pat himself and people like himself on the shoulder for being the champions of women, but all these guys, they're bad, and us women shouldn't be associating with them because they're mean to women. When it's like, oh, but people like you just discounted everything about me and gave all the credit to my fans. Thanks for that. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, I hear Tulip's coming back. Tulip. I hear her. Oh, you guys might hear in a second.
Bad of mood. You can disagree with
Look, Lofty. Look, Lofty. It's one of those fake gamer girls on the stream again.
Yeah, Anna's here. Hi, Anna.
Yeah, so fake. Such a fake gamer.
Hello.
What are we talking about, and why is that?
He said girls aren't real gamers.
Yeah.
So this is really funny to me that.
Oh my God, this is really long ago because this is back when I had my different camera setup. And Tulip, what are you doing? Like this is this is before I got married. I changed it. I was pregnant when I moved everything because I wanted to have everything up high. So once the baby was born and the baby got older, she couldn't reach all of my action figures and stuff. So that's a long time ago. Oh my gosh, this is like 2-year-old stream. Let's see. Patrick D, thank you for the 199 for the rabies treatment. Thanks. Thank you.
Immediately you hear the sarcasm in Yellow Flash's voice. How dare Lofty say that girls aren't gamers? My dude, your platform is built on sexism and misogyny.
No, it's not. No, it's not. See, here's the difference between people like you and then people like Flash and my friends. So you're going to say it's sexism and misogyny. And what all of us do is we treat everybody equally, right? And that's what women claim to want. That's what people like you claim to want, is that we're all treated equally, right? Okay, so then in that case, women get treated equally as men, so they should be held accountable like men, right? And that's not, but the second that we do that, then men get labeled as misogynists. You see the hypocrisy there, right? Flash is not a misogynist. He's not a sexist. Neither is Lofty. Neither is Tom, and neither is Andrew. Neither are any of the guys that I interact with. And if I do find that they are like that, I don't interact with them. I don't go on streams with them. And if I do, I'm probably not very nice to them, right? But it's, again, like the person said earlier, it's like the projection is strong, right? Because right now you're coming to the defense of women, but then you completely denigrate every single woman on this panel continuously throughout this entire stream. Hypocrisy.
That's what you guys do. It's one of, like, I would say we talked about the elements of these channels. Like, one of the foundations.
Hold on. Dead Eye Zelox, thank you for the $1 Rumble Rant. Hey, Anna, are you doing a Halloween special or doing family trick-or-treating? I'm probably going to do both. So for those that don't know, Halloween is my birthday. So I'll probably, and plus it's like my daughter, but my daughter has a bedtime. So we'll probably take her trick-or-treating, put her down for bed, and then I'll either do something during the day or that night. I'm not exactly sure. I know Jack show was the night before and John claimed it, even though every single year I usually host it because it's my like birthday stream. So, oh, you know what? It's going to be Ballers. So I don't want to step on their toes. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll have a birthday stream sometime that day because it is my birthday. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I will be doing something. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. But as of right now, it's open. We are going to take the baby out and about trick-or-treating and probably have like candy out. But as of right now, I really don't know. Let's see. But I definitely am going to be doing something. Maybe maybe at the end of the night, I'll do like a Halloween painting stream or something. Russell, thank you for the 2. Is a Dirty Sanchez mean to women? Well, guilty then. Oh my God, Russell. Will, thank you for the 199. I've been a rabid that Star Wars girl fan since 2019. Much love, Anna. Thanks, Will. And I see you around. I do appreciate all of your support. So thank you. Oh no, what happened? I clicked on something. But here we go.
Elements that they do that is sort of a monolithic thing is this idea that women are not as good as men in certain things, and gaming would be one of those things they would argue about that, right? That women aren't good enough. This isn't my...
No. Individual people, some of who happen to be women, aren't good, right? Again, there's a very controversial, very famous streamer who got her start as being a cute girl that's really good at video games, but guess what? It was all a lie and it was all fake, and they found out it was actually her husband playing the video games, right? There's shitty people in both genders. And the fact that people like Flash, people like everybody on this panel call that out, that doesn't make them sexist or misogynist. That they're being fair. They're calling out individual shitty people. Whereas, like, just like you do, you have, from what I saw, an entire channel where all you do is talk shit about other people, right? So I like the I am better than thou mindset, but you're literally doing the thing that you claim to hate about everyone else. Like, it blows my mind, the hypocrisy here.
Stance. This is their stance. You can look at their track record. They've argued about, like, Ghost of Yotai. They've argued, that's one of the more recent ones where they've argued about a woman as the lead. And they're trying to retroactively change that and say, oh, that's not what we're arguing about now. It's very specific stuff. I saw Grums on Twitter trying to argue his way out of it. But the point is that the sexism and the misogyny that these guys have cultivated.
Well, to be fair, the Ghost of Yotai, from what I've seen of it, the chick is like a raging lunatic that supports Antifa. And, you know, I don't know how else to say this, but she's not very good to look at, and they don't do anything for her in the video game. And the last thing I want to do is play as like a very angry whammon that looks at me like that. Like, I spent 2 hours trying to customize my character in Elden Ring to be literally just look like an average woman, because all of the female presets are like hideous. It takes forever to have like a mildly attractive female character in games now. And it sucks because the second you try to make a male character, it's like, ooh, Jason Momoa 2.0 over here. But women, it's like, well, we can't have like a Margot Robbie or an Angelina Jolie preset. It's got to be like, like not even beer goggles would make this woman like mildly attractive kind of characters. And it's not fair. Like, I, as a woman, am saying that. I didn't play the first one, and I'm not going to play this one. And from what I've seen of it, it doesn't seem like it's something for me. And I heard nothing but great reviews about the first game. So it kind of blows my mind that they would decide to go in this vastly different direction from the second one. But at the same time, you obviously can't stand any of the people on the panel. So why do you care what their opinions are about a video game? I don't know. Like, if you don't like them, then don't watch them. It's not very difficult.
Seems to be a lost thing here in this argument. Like, they don't seem to understand that this is part of the community that they built. But now that Anna's there, all of a sudden, Tom and Yellow Flash and even the women you're gonna start hearing feminism come out. Now, I'm all for feminism. Fucking girl power all day, right? These guys,
feminism, girl power all day. But the second I show up, you immediately degrade me by Anna's rabid fan. All of you guys get credit for everything that I do. I was told by somebody, not like him, but like somebody that I know, the reason, like, people are afraid of me personally. They're like, you're very scary. I've been told before that, like, on certain streams, you know, people don't want to deal with me because I am scary and I am confrontational. And so it's like, I've always heard it about me, myself, and I, not about my fans, though. So props to you guys. You guys got a shout out from this guy. I got completely, like, disregarded. You guys got all the props. You guys all put a pat on your back for being my rabid fan base. So congratulations to you guys. But this dude wants to say he's all about feminism. You completely, degraded me as a human being. Right when I showed up. So yeah, you're a total feminist, dude. Ads 80. Thank you for the 5. For your birthday, have a Halloween themed stream with special guests, landing party guests, Nina, Cecil, etc. I guess I can do that if you guys are interested. When the stream's over, leave me comment. I guess that can be what the comments are. Let me know what you guys would like. Should I have like birthday cake? Darren Bernie, thank you for the 1-9. Does your daughter have a Labubu yet? No, I think I don't understand why everybody is obsessed with a fucking Labubu. They're so ugly and creepy. I don't like them. The only time I was like at LA Comic-Con, they had like a horror section, and if they would have had a Hannibal Lecter one, I would have bought it. But they didn't, so I didn't. But I don't like Labubus. I don't understand the hype about them at all.
They don't typically vibe with feminism. It's not something you see from their channels. So let's see how this goes.
They're not.
You said girls are fake gamers.
So all the
They are. They
games
don't
that
know
I've
the
beat-
nuance. They don't. They
We
just
don't know the nuance?
They
No,
don't
we
know.
don't, Anna.
Girls are tourists. I'm sorry. You can play Elden Ring for 7 million hours. You're not a gamer. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that is Lofty's standard here, is that it doesn't matter what game you're playing or how long you're playing it. Women are in general tourist to gaming. He said this. So this is a standard. So let's see him like weasel around with this.
I'm not even halfway through. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it through this though. Morse, thank you for the Rumble rant. Anna and Peaches uses their baby who can't even walk yet to get free candy for themselves. For shame, Anna, for shame. No, we're doing it for pictures because all of our neighbors in our community want to see the baby. So we're just gonna go around to like the different neighbors' house. Also, we have to get pictures of her, and I don't think they're gonna give her candy. They'll probably give her like bags of cereal, which she likes. So everyone in our community group chat is excited to see our baby, and then we'll probably hand out Halloween candy as well. But that's the plan for right now. Let's see. The Squid, thank you for the 5. Zoe Quinn is the most famous fake gamer. Also, Unreal, the massive ripple effect 1 BJ from her head. Oh my God, seriously though. Dog Brewski, thank you for the 199. Hail, my fellow animatics. LOL. I know. You guys are all crazy. My rabid fans. Deranged Lunatic 2020, thank you for the Rumble rant. Remember when Jane Theory spent hours customizing your character for the Conan Exiles game because she wanted her to look just right and the character did look awesome? No, I didn't watch that stream. Did she really? I'm not surprised, but that's cool. It sucks that you have to spend that long though just to get a character to look correct.
For the rest of this chat.
Okay, I'm gonna speed it up because I didn't realize this was a 37-minute video. Okay, can you guys handle 2 speed or I'll do it at 7.5. Okay, I gotta go faster though.
So all the other games
That
I
makes
played
no
don't mean
sense.
anything.
That makes no
This
sense.
makes zero sense.
What are we doing here exactly? Are we like?
We're arguing
listening
about
to you?
retardedness.
Okay, go ahead. Where we
I
at?
just
Where we
got
at?
here. What the hell is going on? We're in a fight, Anna. With
Lofty's saying that women don't play video games. They're all
Bring
tourists.
on somebody that's like serious. Bring Mark the Cyborg. Bring fucking Mahler. Bring anybody on that's serious. You guys have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
Oh my God. Wow.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
Why don't you bring on somebody that knows video games? You guys are all you're
I
crazy.
think there's a lot of people
Hey,
that know video
Lofty.
games.
I watched some of your Final Fantasy streams.
Yeah, what about it? What about it?
I'm going to tell you right now, I could pick a random person off in the chat and they probably know more about video games than you. That was one of the gay. I love you, Lofty, but that was a pretty gay stream.
Wait, based on what? What? Like, give me an
The
example.
way that you.
Okay, but see how I'm talking to Lofty? I wouldn't say that to just anyone. Like most people, I probably would have just like not said anything and just sat there amused and like scrolled through Instagram or Twitter. But I consider Lofty a friend, and I've hung out with him in real life, so we're on that level where we can jab at each other. But no, like Lofty was playing a game, and because I watched this, it sparked the memory. So he just goes around and he's like, yeah, so I'm going to go over here and do this. And then, oh yeah, look at that. That thing's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. Like, it's not this in-depth revelation kind of gameplay. It's not amazing where he's doing like a run through of a game and he beat like the first boss with like 0 health in his final hour. No, it's just like, you know, in my opinion, it wasn't very engaging, which is why there was like 10 people watching him. So this is just like me, you know, just being friendly, like just jabbing back. It's nothing harmful, guys. It's not. But to somebody purposely looking for something to make content on, You're going to see how this goes.
Speak the way that you play it, the way that you're like, maybe I'm going to go over here in a little bit, and then, yeah, I'm going to do this thing, yeah. What does that have to do with that? Wait,
I'm talking about, oh, you want to talk about the nuance of the video game?
This is embarrassing.
This is
Lovely,
embarrassing.
she's calling you a bitch.
This is when two people who seem to be unqualified and having these kinds of conversations are having these kinds of conversations. That's my takeaway from this.
I am. Oh, so look at that. So he's a feminist. He's all about women, but he just called me and Lofty unqualified. So again, the first thing that happens when I show up is he denigrates me, and then he does it again here. What a feminist, guys.
It was
one of the most uneventful things ever.
Yeah, wait, why? Give me an example.
I did.
Like,
I gave you 3 different reasons.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
In defense of that statement, not of Lofty, because fuck Lofty, but she didn't really give anything. She was just like, oh, it was boring. Okay, so fair enough.
I did. I described how he was playing, and I think I illustrated to everybody like that. That's his gameplay. If he actually was doing something in the game, I would have commented on it, but he wasn't. There you go. Why is everybody talking about Shane? Is Shane in the chat? I usually do these streams alone, but if you guys want me, I will send Shane the link. Yeah. Unqualified equals I don't like their opinions. Pretty much. I know. It's not you and it's us. I know, right? It's you guys' fault.
It was a boring stream, but that's not like 3 different things.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Wait, do it again then.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go over here and like, yeah, and then maybe I'll go do this thing in a little bit, but yeah, that's your nuance of the game. So you want me to sit here and go, yeah, every 2 seconds?
That is the most embarrassing interpretation.
I understand, and I watched that stream, and I was like, I never get to catch Lofty streams. What is Lofty doing? Final Fantasy 7? All right, let's see if he's screaming about like the boob rage thing that he's been fighting with Yellow Flash about. But just to paint.
No, he wasn't screaming about that because that's all performative. See, that's the thing is all the outrage that these guys have over video games is performative. Once they try.
Oh, so you who have probably never spoken to anyone here on the panel, you know what they're doing. You know that it's performative. No, Lofty, the way Lofty is, his contrarian self, that's who he is. He'll do this in person too. He is a contrarian, very much so. But that's who he is. And again, I like how you consider yourself the authority on things, and you know more about people that you've never interacted with and spoken to than they do, or that people that are their friends that talk to them every day are. Really? You know, it must be hard being this wise and this smart, knowing everything about everyone, right? Let's see. Oh, Darth Gorebag, thank you for the 3333. I have to say, your video earlier today was beautiful. Even though I'm a man, I've always thought motherhood was the most wonderful thing in the world. Here's a gift to help with the baby expenses. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I put a lot of emotion into that video. It's something I feel very passionately about, even though this guy will say that it's all a performance and rage baity or whatever the hell he says. But no, like I really, there's been, for those that don't know, there's been a big discourse on the Twatters the past few days about motherhood and postpartum bodies and attractiveness. And there's just a war that's been going on about lying to young women and literally manipulating and convincing them not to be mothers and to not want to get married and have a family. And I did a video on it giving my 2 cents and experience. And yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. And thank you so much for watching it. I got completely throttled because YouTube did something with their fucking algorithm. And I don't even know if it's the algorithm. They changed, like they updated something in their platform, and people were telling me all day, like since I released it, I think I came out at like 2, that it'll play like the first 3 seconds of my video on loop, and it won't let them finish watching it, which totally killed the video. But it's out there if you guys watched it. I appreciate. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Russell, thank you for the 2. Again, you're confusing contrarian with cunt nugget. Be nice, Russell. Be nice.
Turn the game on, they start playing, they immediately forget about it. They immediately let go of it.
Every single chick, just because you think that, I don't know, maybe you're just that threatened by women, but you don't like that.
So there we go. That to me sounds just like something that they would scream about. Imagine anyone in Marvel or DC or any other content creator that told these guys, whether it be Yellow Flash or Tom from Midnight's Edge or Lofty or Nerdrotic or any of these other guys, if a woman told them that they were threatened by women, you would see Yellow Flash going the fuck off. But here, crickets. It's crickets because...
You know why? I know you're going to come up with your own excuse. Because we all know each other, and they know I'm not a woke feminazi. We're literally on stream, all friends teasing each other. If I was some woke feminazi, yeah, they would be calling that shit out, but I'm not. I'm literally using Lofty's stupid logic against him. That's what I'm doing. That's why people aren't losing their mind. People like you are losing their mind because you obviously don't understand. Right? It's not a hard concept. This is something Forrest Gump would understand, but I understand you need your rage bait. So you're creating this narrative around this rage bait. I get it. But remember, we're the bad guys because we do that for performance, right? Can we talk about the word irony here? Russell, think with the dude, that's ridiculous, Anna. Don't listen to these rubes. Let's see. Adds 80 thing for the 2 Anna get Nina's baby giraffe video from Russell. Oh my gosh. Russell, send it to me. We'll watch it. I think I read that one. Okay, it's a ridiculous. Gotcha.
Anna is the one that said it. So he's not going to push back. He doesn't want to push back against Anna specifically, but also he doesn't want to push back against the other women that are here on the panel with him. Because right now we have 3 women.
Okay, again. Remember, this guy's like the feminist that's all for women. No, he's not pushing back on me because he knows what I'm doing. He knows when I'm being sarcastic. I'm using lofty, stupid argument against him. The fact that, again, oh my God. This is retarded. This is so retarded. I'm getting, having to re-listen to this, not at ×2 speed, but he's creating his own narratives for his clicks. See, this is why I don't watch, this is why I don't usually watch these hater videos, because it's so frustrating, the retardedness of it. Russell, thank you for the do. I sent you something better. Can you see Reddit? I'm blocked on Reddit, Russell. I don't know if you know that, but I am blocked on it. I see.
On the panel with 3 guys. So it's a 50-50 split. It's a half and half here.
No, it's not 50-50. There are 3 women and 4 men. You can't understand the nuance of what I'm doing, which is blatantly obvious, but whatever. Let me move that so I'm not constantly like leaning over here. And you can't count.
So he doesn't want to push back against that. But also, this proves that Yellow Flash he's not buying what he's selling. Personally, he's not. He would not even buy the...
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because Flash knows me and he knows I'm not a feminazi. He knows I'm using Lofty's stupid argument against him because Lofty's argument is just that. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Anyone with common sense can see it. But again, you have a hate boner for Yellow Flash, which I understand that you're gay. Maybe you have a crush on him or something. He is, he's happily married and has, a family. So don't even think about it. But you need to paint this narrative, which is what you accused everybody else on the panel of doing. You claim that you're all for women, yet you're completely, again, denigrating me the entire time. It hurts. It hurts my brain. But remember, we're the insincere people, guys. We are the insincere ones here. The Squid, thank you for the 5. This dude is just a fig. It's like watching someone that isn't in the friend group looking in and purposely not understanding anything. That's exactly what this is. I'm just going to leave this coming off while he finishes.
Products that he is personally selling, meaning all of the anti-women stuff that he's got going on with this channel. He's not bringing it up. He's not going taking it to the cash register and walking up.
He's not anti-women. He's not anti-women. That's a stupid generalization to make. Just because he's calling out certain women doesn't mean he's calling out all women. Flash has talked many times about how he's against MGTOW and how he thinks MGTOW is retarded. You're not going to put that in here because that ruins your narrative. But just this comment.
have a store with it.
Women play video games. You don't think
Women
women can pick up
don't
on nuance?
game.
You're
Women
almost
don't
one
game.
of us, Lofty. You should be
Women
way
don't
nicer to
fucking
chicks.
play games. Women don't play games. I'm sorry, you don't. You play.
We do
you
play
on
games.
stream. You specifically are a streamer. Okay, you play with all these people that you play with.
I haven't played a game with Az like since I played one.
Anna, you play Elden Ring because you have people watching you play it.
I've also been playing Elden Ring on my PS5 with my stepdaughter when nobody is watching. I played Sims growing up too. I played Diablo 3 before I was even on the internet.
Oh, hold on a second. If anyone's gaslighting, I think it's you.
Yeah, I just beat freaking the new Zelda game. Lofty, have you played that?
That's fine. You can play the most popular game of all time. That's what doesn't make it.
It's funny how the goalposts keep shifting. You know what I'm saying? Like the goalposts keep shifting. Anytime they have some sort of
Like what you're doing? Like what you were doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. This hurts. Reliving this stupid fight on stream is one thing, but again, you're purposely misrepresenting friends having a debate on air. My hair is getting crazier because I'm just like, this is why I don't watch this shit. Christian Best, thank you for the 2. Anna, to her animatics. Stand down and stand by. Thank you. My brain hurts. My brain hurts. This is painful. We're over halfway though. Yay.
rebuttal to him on why it's like we're not fake gamers. Like we're girls and we play video games. Anytime they give them any sort of proof, like the goalpost just shifts. Now it's like, oh, what's the most popular game of all time? So it doesn't count. Like it keeps moving. And so you can see the women getting
Welcome to loftyism. Welcome to people like you.
uncomfortable here on stream because they're like, how is it that we're becoming targets of somebody, that's in our own community for being women who are gamers? How is that possible? It's possible because this is the community you're a part of, and this is the kind of stuff you've allowed to go unchecked in your community. So all the people.
Wait, I unchecked in your community. Did we just join like the communist empire or something? Like really? So here's the thing. At this point in my life, because this was a 2-year-old stream, I was not a mother. I had a stepdaughter, but I personally had not birthed a human. I'm not responsible for anyone that I didn't grow and come out of my body as far as other humans, right? I'm not responsible for what other people do. And to make that implication, remember how I said earlier, I'm guessing he's a libtard? Like, that's what they do. Like, oh, you're responsible for your community. Bitch, I'm not in a fucking community. I have a life, and occasionally, a few times a week, I come into this shed and I get on the internet and I hang out with people that have similar interests and opinions on movies, video games, and TV shows. So, and you want me to go and police what other people do and say? I'm not their mother. I'm not Hitler, right? I'm not fucking Stalin. I'm not going to go and police what other people do, and I'm not going to shame them into doing what I want in the community. From what I've seen, that like what you're doing. Remember, throughout this, he degrades all of us for our bad community. And he's going to get into it a lot more as the video continues. But just see how stupid that is. We're all responsible for each other, not individual adults responsible for themselves and their own actions. We're all responsible for each other. Do you understand how retarded that is? No, because then you probably wouldn't have made this video. But here we go.
We're saying, oh, the left is all feminist and all you guys do is defend women, blah, blah, blah. Well, we do it because of this stuff.
But you don't defend women. You've insulted me multiple times already without even, I don't even know if you realized you were doing it. All right? This hurts my head.
You know what I mean? I believe that women are capable of being great at anything, right? And that they're genuine in anything they get involved with, they can be genuine in that as well. So.
Okay, then why are you degrading me, Nina, and Rini because we hang out with guys like this and not guys like you? Right? See the contradiction there? Mind blown when you actually use logic.
For me, that's not even a feminist concept. That's just a human concept. But over here, it has to be expressed as feminism because you have to fight back against all the misogyny and all the sexism that goes on.
Literally nothing that these guys have done has been misogynistic or sexist. the first thing that you said about me was giving credit for my own actions to all of my fans or my followers, I should say. Literally everyone's afraid of Anna because her fans are rabid. Not anything I did, not the person I am. It's all you guys. You immediately discredited me as a human and wrote it all off to my fan base. See? But yeah, you're all for whamming.
In these streams.
You a hardcore gamer.
Oh my God.
What obscure game should they play to be considered a gamer?
What obscure game should they
They gotta
play?
play Vagrant Story. They gotta pay $115 for a copy of Vagrant Story.
Should they probably play Anno 1800? I don't know. What are you asking me?
Well,
What
I'm
obscure
asking
game
what
should they
obscure game
What
do
can
they
they do
play
to
to be
prove
considered?
themselves in a lofty
Right.
standard? What is a lofty standard?
Okay, so here we go. This is another funny thing. We could say the same thing to these guys. What do the women that are in these movies and TV shows and actors and video games or whatever, what do they have to do to prove anything to you? What is the standard for that? Let's extend that to them.
If you actually watched, like, for example, let's just use the Brie Larson thing, okay? Literally, actually, any of them, because this is pretty interchangeable because they all pretty much have the same personality. Don't be a cunt. Don't insult the fans. Don't insult the IP. That's it. That if you watched all of their videos, I just gave you a summary of pretty much everything that my friends feel. Don't insult the fans. Don't insult the IP that you're literally involved in. Like, it's very simple. It's very fucking simple. But you're set on hating all of us and you call that all sexist and misogyny. It's like, oh, but I thought you said you wanted women to be treated equal. You want, men and women, everything equal. But then the second that a woman gets the same kind of pushback a man would get, then it becomes sexist and misogynist. It's retarded.
What do these people, these people, whether it be, we'll say women here specifically, but any person they've ever attacked, what do they have to do to prove to you that what they're doing is genuine, that what they're doing is real?
Don't be a cunt. Right? Look, everybody loves Gina Carano because she was genuine. She wasn't a cunt. She liked her fan base. She didn't like getting bullied. Crazy how that is. Look, you're seeing everybody on Twitter excited about what Keira Knightley said, right? Like, great. It's very simple. Don't be a fucking cunt. Don't be an antagonistic cunt. Like Rachel Zegler, everybody got mad because all these guys were talking about a Snow White movie. Okay, I'm a woman who loves princesses. My entire life was like, everything was fucking princesses. The only reason I watched Star Wars is because there was a princess in it. I could have made 100 videos on the shit that was going on with Rachel Zegler and Snow White, but I was so sick because I was pregnant and then, having the baby that I just couldn't bring myself to make videos, So when it comes to that, I was fine with all those guys calling her out because she was being an insufferable, entitled fucking cunt. And if you watched all of the women on TikTok, there were so many women that are like me that grew up loving princesses and were beyond fucking pissed at what Rachel Zegler was doing, completely disregarding everything that happened in the original movie and just being like, I'm so much better than everyone. I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to insult the story. I'm going to insult the prince. I'm going to insult Snow White and just be an unbearable fucking cunt. And then they destroyed the fucking story. So yeah, I think it's fine if all of these guys have an opinion on it. Right. And I would think you would too, because you want everything to be equal. And the same thing, when a dude does it, they all call him out too. Crazy how that. Remember how many people were calling out Ryan Johnson for the bullshit that he was doing, right? It's funny. People like this, they preach all day about equality, but then they don't actually believe it. I want this to be over. The squid thinking of the 5. This guy is like someone who's never had a girlfriend and also never discovered the joys of adult dancers with father issues. He is gay, so I would be surprised if he did have a girlfriend. But yeah.
Doing is honest. What is that standard? You could easily just flip that back on these guys.
The difference, the baseline.
Everything you said, I could flip right back on you. So, gotcha by your own standards.
Obscure fucking retarded video game of all time, and love you
the baseline would be know the difference between Helldivers and Suicide Squad. That's the baseline.
Are you kidding me?
It's really funny to me that he's arguing about like how genuine someone is, how true they are as a gamer. And he's mentioning the Suicide Squad and Helldivers, right? A game that pretty much was universally disliked, and another game that a bunch of people already play. So what are we even talking about here? Like, how does that prove anything to anybody? These aren't.
You brought this up earlier in the stream, how you agreed with him, and then now you're backtracking and you're disagreeing with Lofty. Oh, irony.
Niche games. These aren't like hidden gems. You know what I mean? It's weird.
That's your baseline. Love.
Yes, that's the baseline.
You know what's funny is I remember last week, they can go and clip it. I started bitching about the new Harry Potter game, and you agreed with me.
What about it?
About how the fact that when you're playing an RPG and then when you make a decision and it should affect your character and the outcome, and there's absolutely
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So you're saying that I didn't get nuance from that game at all. Like my input on that game does not count, even though you agreed with me last week. Yeah, it doesn't count. Anna.
Real quick, like side thing. That's why I hated Fallout 4 because in all the other Fallouts,
no one cares.
have,
Yellow
like,
Flash,
morality decisions and stuff.
Nobody
cares.
cares.
This one.
Yeah, yes, actually they do care because this is Yellow Flash's channel and it's Yellow Flash's audience. So yes, I'm assuming that the people that show up for Yellow Flash's stream care about his opinion. Just because you don't, because you have a hate boner for him, which I honestly think you're in love with him at this point, doesn't mean nobody else cares. So like at that point, that's just petty. Russell, thank you for the 2. Is it a worse insult to call a gay guy a cunt? I don't know. I don't know what they consider worse insults.
None of those decisions mattered in that fucking game.
It doesn't matter. We're not
Well, I
talking
can't speak for women because I don't have a vagina.
No, we are talking about it because I brought up the point about how RPGs, if you make a decision, it's like KOTOR. When you make a decision in KOTOR and KOTOR 2, it affects the outcome of the game. That's why people play those games many times, so that way you can get different outcomes. If you go back and watch when I was playing KOTOR 2, everybody was screaming at me because I thought, hey, we just got this new member of the team. Maybe I should go talk to her. And I didn't know that by doing that, it made it so this other character would never become my apprentice. And I fucked up and I had to go back and replay like half of the fucking game because of it. Like in Harry Potter, if you're going to go and pursue the dark arts and you're going to learn Avada Kedavra, which is the killing curse, that should affect the outcome of the game. Right? Because you learn this crazy powerful spell where you can just go and kill all your enemies. There should be repercussions for that, but there's not. And Flash chiming in about the game that he played and how there's no repercussions and his frustration. He's giving his opinion as a gamer and his fans want to hear it. Regardless on if you want to hear it or not. If you really don't want to hear it, then you shouldn't be watching his stream, right? Not a hard concept, but I guess it is.
But
thank you for telling us. And by the way, that's not really the only metric to judge a woman by. It's funny that his immediate thing is women vagina. So his concept of what a woman is do they have a vagina or not?
When did they say that? Wait, the concept of a woman is if they have a vagina. That is literally what a woman is. When you have a baby in your tummy and they're looking around at the junk, if they see a little bally and a little thingy ding, it's a boy. And if they see the lady bits, it's a girl. You know, that's how it works. When you take your dog to the vet, it's either getting spayed or neutered. There's only 2 options because there's only 2 genders. It's that simple. But this guy is apparently going to tell us all how we feel. Yes, full-grown bearded man. Tell me a whammon who literally birthed another whammon what a woman is. Dear fucking Lord.
Have one now, Tom.
Good. I can buy one.
You don't have to have one to be a woman now, Tom.
According to them, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Based, Anna. Very based. Very.
I am a very base person, but I purposely not understanding my sarcasm is very telling.
Progressive of her.
I just identify as one. But I will say this. I've had more girlfriends that were into gaming and anime than I've had regular guy friends.
Thank you, Tom.
We love some anecdotal evidence. Love that.
That is the most cuck bullshit thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
So see, he's accusing him of being a cuck now because he's expressing some feminism. So there was transphobia and then there was feminism. It's a weird world over here on Yellow Flash's stream. So
that's because you're making it that way because you're seeing things that aren't there. Like I'm just gonna leave this super chat up. You're literally looking at people that have been friends for a long time that are having a conversation on a stream, like on a show that you obviously don't even watch, and that you're using clips for content to purposely create rage bait content, which is what you accused of everyone else here doing, but you yourself are doing it. Like at least everyone on the Flashcast stream has original thoughts and are giving their own opinions when they're doing videos. Whereas you're literally just looking at bigger YouTubers to ride the coattails of for clickbait and clout. So that way you can get our haters' audience. I don't know. Try having an original idea, I guess. Russell, thank you for the 2. Ha! You just immediately contradicted yourself. I did? Did I? Or is that what I said to him? Or did I immediately contradict myself? I'm tired. Who is this doofus crying? His name is Eric. It says it right here at the top. You did in the voice? Oh, you mean when I was being sarcastic on here? I wasn't paying attention, to be fair. I don't know. I'm tired. This is hell. This is why I don't do these kind of streams, because it's hell. Your haters are like 12 or have the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. I can't figure it out sometimes. Bruh. Did you see the here? I'm gonna pull up something else for a minute because we need a palate cleanser. Did you guys see the fight I was in with this retard over on Twitter? Oh my god. So there's like a postpartum like belly debate. Like, if you have a baby, you're going to become ugly and fat and men aren't going to want to fuck you. And it's like, well, the only guy that you should be worried about is the husband, right? Like that's the only man's opinion about your body that you should really care about when it comes to that is like your husband, the father of the child. But, oh, stop. I clicked the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. But so I'm assuming this is a woman, but so I gave my story on here. And let me go grab it and I'll read it to you. Okay. So first, let me show you the photos. This is my tummy 2 weeks after I had a baby. So it's all big. This right here is my C-section scar. Here's a stretch mark. Here's a stretch mark. Here's a little stretch mark. I had this stupid line. The line did go away. These stretch marks did go away. This is my tummy 2 weeks after I had a baby. I felt so disgusting. I felt like absolute shit. I felt like I failed because I had to have an emergency C-section. Everything about, like, that's why I'm only showing my stomach, because like I was crying when I took this photo. I was absolutely miserable. I almost posted the full thing, but then I was talking with Nina and she's like, no, you have too many haters. They'll like use AI to animate it. And I'm like, okay, so I'll just show my stomach for comparison. So that's me 2 weeks after I had my baby. And then this is me 9 months after. So that's what the images are of. So, and then this is my tweet. I said, this whole postpartum body debate is ridiculous. Here's my tummy 2 weeks after I had my baby, mommy scar and all, versus 9 months later after a lot of hard work. This whole you just have good genes is absolute bullshit. My genes sucked. I was born with one kidney and a myriad of other deformities and health issues. My baby had to be cut out of me early because the pregnancy was poisonous. Also, there's a lot of retarded people that think the one kidney thing had to do with my skin. And they're like, oh, you think because you have one kidney that means stretch marks? I'm like, no, I'm just giving you a list of, reasons on why I wasn't healthy, like of some of my issues, but because everybody says, oh, you just have good genes. That's why you bounce back. It's like, no, I worked my ass off. But I digress. Let me finish this. My baby had to be cut out of me early because the pregnancy was poisoning me and I was in the beginning stages of a stroke when she was born, which I was. My blood pressure was 216 over like 180 or 90 something. It was ridiculous. Anytime now whenever Peaches and I are watching something and like somebody's blood pressure comes out, Peaches like yours was like so much higher than that. Like they wouldn't let me leave the hospital. They're like, you're about to have a stroke. You cannot leave. Let's see. I did everything I could to take care of myself, but I was sick the entire pregnancy. After I felt like absolute shit. I was completely disgusted with myself. The second the doctor gave me the go ahead, I was at the gym. Every day I would wake up at 2:30 a.m. to be at the gym by 3 to work out. From 3 to 5 or 5:30 a.m. every single day. I was home on time to make my husband breakfast and to do the morning routine with my baby. I did it because I had to, not just for them, but for myself. I still have a ways to go, but it's not because I have good genes. It's because I worked my ass off. Women attacking me for this are just angry because they can't make excuses like good genes or I had help, because I don't and I didn't. I did it on my own and I'll do it again and again. So either take care of yourself or shut the fuck up. Other parents aren't your punching bag to take out your insecurities on. So that was my tweet. I pissed off so many people because of this. And I have been the past like couple days from me chiming in, because literally every person's like, you just have good genes. That's why you don't have stretch marks. That's why your tummy's like this. Like, no, I took care of myself. And then this, the second I could, I tried to get better. And somebody even responded to me. They were nicer like later. Let me see if I can find it. They were nicer later. I think it's in this reply. So, oh yeah, so here it is. This guy right here said, let's be fair. You depend on your looks for your job and as an influencer selling merch. That's a huge motivation. I'm guessing you're also self-employed, so you can work around your job this way. People with static work hours can't, though. Time can be made for exercise. And I said, oh, I built my platform off of my voice, not my body. The only thing I depend on is staying alive. I got back in shape for myself and my family, which is what I said in the tweet. These people just don't like to read. I want to have more children and they need a healthy home to grow in. I can't do that when I'm sick and unhealthy. Degrading that to something so shallow is extremely sad. Then he apologized, and there was a couple back and forth. But see, like, that's the thing. People immediately want to disregard all of the hard work to, oh, Anna just has good genes. I like this comment right here. Anna has good genes, Levi's. I do. I like exclusively wear Levi's. I actually really like Levi's. But I worked my ass off to get back into shape because I do want to have more children and I don't want to go through what I did with my first baby with the next ones. And I don't want them to tell me that I can't have any more because I'm not healthy enough. Okay. It was a really big strain on my body. And like, what it was doing to me, it was making me like a gazillion times more susceptible to stress than I couldn't even imagine that prior. But everything was stressing me out and like my blood pressure was just skyrocketing and like I thought I was going crazy. But now I didn't know that you could get diseases from being pregnant, but it's gotten better. I had to buy this fancy watch that like takes my blood pressure and all that, but it was hell. It was absolute hell. And like I had someone like, again, retarded internet beef that like slid into my DMs to like attack me over something and then threaten me. I had a full on panic attack. I was 7 months pregnant on my way to my baby shower and I was having a panic attack because someone I used to talk to years ago got mad at something that Ethan said and then slid into my DMs to attack me and then be like, well, I need to defend myself. If you're going to do all this shit, then I'm going to defend myself. And I'm like, bitch, I haven't fucking talked to you in years. What are you doing coming and going off on me when you know I'm pregnant? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And also even if I wasn't pregnant, this whole conversation is retarded. Why are you if I wanted to get into a fight with you, I could have done it years ago. Like, leave me the fuck alone, bitch. But anyways, like it was hell. But this person, you want to see something truly retarded? Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. It is so this person said, you understand that your bump was small, right? Most women have huge extended belly and that skin can't be removed by working out at the gym. You post is just ignorant. And I said, hun, that's my bump 2 weeks after the baby was out of me and she was a preemie. Learn how to read next time before accusing someone else of being ignorant. And then the person responds, what part of most women have a larger stomach can't your retarded mind get? Here's a simple lesson on bigotry. When the stomach gets to a certain size, it's impossible to lose the skin after weight loss surgery is required, ignorant woman. And then I said, your stomach gets bigger the more you eat. So if you're not a fat pig, you won't have a larger stomach, moron. And then I used like the mind blown emoji. And at this point, this person blocked me, but they still responded. And it says, "You truly are a pick me that has to shit on women to be successful. It's such a grift that token women on podcasts. You had a premature baby and think you know what being 9 months pregnant is." Okay, I was 9 months pregnant, but she was still not born on her due date, guys. So I made it to 9 months. I did the big old post on like the social medias about it and everything. But and then and then they followed up too. "Maybe if you eat more, your baby wouldn't have been premature." And then blocked. Like, what an absolute fucking dick, right? But yeah, like I hurt that loser's fees. Oh my god. Russell, thank you for the 2. Can you pan that down a little? Oh, like my photo? No, Russell. Oh god, now we gotta go finish this fucking stream. Oh my god, it's almost over though. It's almost over. Oh, it's hell though. It's absolute fucking hell. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm tired. Archer Merchant, thank you for the 10. "Apologies for not wishing you well at LA Comic-Con. I think I passed you while exploring one of the halls. I didn't realize. Just thought, wow, someone who's still likes Star Wars. Good for them." Oh, thanks. Oh, was I Princess Leia? I dressed up as Slave Leia at LA Comic-Con. It's okay. That's fine. I'm sure I saw a lot of people I probably should have said hi to that didn't. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't want to watch this anymore. We're almost done, though. I'm going to power through it, guys. I'm going to power through this hell.
So it can be transphobic. They're okay with that. Feminism, you know, get the fist up for the ladies, basically.
That's a little pot kettle there from you, Lofty.
Holy
I think
fuck.
there's
Holy
more
fuck. Somebody clip it. Somebody clip it. Somebody clip Tom saying that.
Lofty, let me ask, did somebody like hurt you? Did you have like a gamer girlfriend that dumped you?
No. What?
I know. That's what I'm getting.
Hey, I like how he's saying, wow, that's literally why. And Lofty, I don't think it's in this clip. He talks about it. Oh no, it is in this clip. We talk about like one of his ex-girlfriends. Like that's literally it. He's mad because he had a gamer girlfriend and they had a breakup. But like this says, oh no, this is the wrong comment. Let me go back. It's the other squid comment. Here we go. No, where is it? Well, yes, here we go. There we go. It's this one.
You guys are just like
last time I remember long ago we dived into he stalked some girl, remember?
Oh yeah,
The whole thing, we talked about that.
I'm pretty sure that between the two of us,
hold on, we glazed over that very quickly. Stalked a girl?
It's because you don't know anything about us. You want to have this superiority complex that you think you know everything about who we are and what we do and what we're about, but you literally don't know anything about us. And you don't know about this Lofty story. So you're going to judge us, which is what you say that we do. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Creepy. I don't know the lore behind that.
The chances of one of us having a dick in their mouth, I'm the least likely.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Listen, I had to argue.
I don't know why Yellow Flash is laughing at that. He's including you. He's on your panel. He's saying that the Yellow Flash, you are more likely to have a dick in your mouth than him. You are. He's not just talking about the women and Lofty.
He's making a joke and people can laugh at jokes, especially when it's coming from friends that aren't being malicious. It's not a hard concept.
You're included in that. So I don't know why you think that's funny.
You guys are so
worse here. It's pretty much on the same level. Oh my God. Lofty, I love you, but you're
I'll tell
really
you what, this is why my guy friends aren't into video games and fucking anime, because they're actually into like fucking cars and trucks and shit. They would call you
manly dudes.
Okay, keep in mind that both Tom and Yellow Flash are in this community where they argue about Disney princesses, etc., etc., etc. And he just said,
and that's fine. They're not arguing about they're not arguing on the values or the animation style of Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty. They're literally talking about an unbearable cunt that was now the literal princess Snow White. Disney's whole Snow White, the tagline for Snow White and all of the Disney like marketing is Snow White, the one that started it all, because she was the first full-length feature length. full-length feature film, like animated film that Disney put out. Literally the first full-length feature animation in the United States and in most parts of the world. I think there's like some Brazilian film that was like technically the first, but nobody's even heard of that one. But as far as an American company making a full-length feature animated film, Snow White was it. And they're not debating the semantics of different Disney princesses and like why Cinderella is better or why their favorite is Jasmine. No, they're literally talking about this evil cunt that is going to go and, take this character, this established character that Disney got their start off of, and how she is literally shitting on it and taking hold of this character and destroying it and then saying F you to the fans. And guess what? A lot of these guys have children, have families, and don't want their kids going and seeing something that toxic. I could have made plenty of videos on it because I love Snow White. I have so many pictures of, like, for an entire year, I had a Snow White dress I didn't take off. Snow White's one of my favorites. In my daughter's room, on like the headboard of the bed, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, and then like a little call out to Fable. And I have the Big Bad Wolf and the Three Little Pigs right next to Snow White. For anyone that has read Fables, and you know why. But I could have made plenty. Did you guys all know in the chat, for those of you gentlemen that haven't seen the original, Snow White is the only princess that prays? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Snow White is a Christian? And they left that out of the movie. In the original animated movie, Snow White is praying to God, and they left that out. It's an attack on Christianity, right? But did they talk about that? No. But here we go. Let's continue.
Or his attack on Lofty is, you're not acting very manly because you're arguing about video games and anime, right? Tom, you're literally on the panel with people that's what they're doing for a living. Matter of fact, right in front of you, the article that you have on the screen, or the yellow flash on the screen since this argument started, is about Sweet Baby Inc. and video games. So I don't understand how that's a metric of masculinity. I don't understand. You'd be including yourself in the category of...
I wouldn't be surprised like somebody like this doesn't understand a metric for masculinity. I need to turn my heater. It's cold in here.
People who are not manly.
I can't even believe that you're using that argument. I actually can't even believe it. You're
because you sat there and fucking said that women aren't into fucking video games. You had two women just coming in blast your ass. And I just told you a fucking fact of the matter in my lifetime.
All this feminism. So Lofty had women come in and tell him, women talking down to him, and another man telling him that women are good enough. All the feminism in the air.
Of the probably 24 women I dated, there are more anecdotal evidence than into fucking anecdotal evidence, just like your anecdotal evidence.
See, it's not fair, Tom, because he doesn't have a lot of experience with women to talk about.
It's feel like sandbags.
Hey, Tom, what percentage of women do you think play games versus men?
Well, I was going to give you a percentage, but you were jumping in with your anecdotal fucking evidence.
What's your
Wait, so let's say you can recognize that there are more men.
You're a little asshole who won't let anybody fucking finish a point, and you're so fucking condescending. That's why.
Because you're wrong. What am I supposed to pretend that you're right?
Because I know everything. Because I love you as well.
You sound like a 5-year-old.
You can recognize that there are more males without saying all women don't play games. You can recognize that there are more males that play games and the males that are primary.
Oh, so you need to specify. You need to specify. Okay, keep in mind in this community, when you're talking badly about someone.
I hate that he continues to say, like, this community. No, judge everyone on an individual basis. We are not all the same. I don't make the same content, nor do I have the same opinions as other people on this panel. You have a law tuber here. You have Rini, who is a comic book artist. She's not a YouTuber. Flash makes content. Nina makes content. Tom, everybody does their own content and has their own opinions. Don't go and group us all into like one. It's so frustrating. I'm so like my head. Russell, thank you for the 2. Yellow Flash doesn't even like poo on his penis. Yeah, Flash isn't into the booty stuff. Eric Winberg, thank you for the 2. Nice, Anna, taking your space on Wednesday. Yeah, I do a show every Wednesday at the same time.
Badly about someone, you have to specify that it's not all of them.
Because it's not, which isn't a hard concept. Oh my God.
That's what we're trying to do here. Specify that it's not all. So the women on this panel feel very hurt that Lofty makes a broad, sweeping.
No, nobody is hurt. These are friends having a conversation. And I'm sorry that we're not your idea of, I guess, what's right, which is just everybody sits down and agrees on everything all the time. Like, people are allowed to disagree with one another. We wouldn't all be here on this stream if we didn't like each other. It's not a crazy concept.
Statement about the credibility of women when it comes to gaming. Companies hiring them because they're not qualified.
You want to talk about women's credibility? You've discounted me at everything I've said. Everything I've done. You gave all of the credit to my fans.
Because they're women. They're trying to fill a quota. The women are true gamers because of the nuanced differences between Helldivers and the Suicide Squad. They're not real gamers if they play off camera. That's just gaslighting. They're not real gamers if they play Zelda. There's all of these different qualifications. The sooner that these folks...
Welcome to Lofty. Again, Lofty is just a contrarian. Everybody's just having a friendly debate. It's not the end of the world. Archer, thank you for the 5. Joining late, but also played the demo for the Star Trek game. I'm a bit excited for it being tempering expectations, and I'm still separating 2 Vics. Oh, is that a thing? Like, so you just play through like every episode of Voyager? Is that how it works? I wasn't really amused by the trailer that I saw, so I don't know. I don't have time to play video games right now with the buy button and all, but I don't know. It didn't intrigue me enough to go and play it based on the trailer. Oh my God, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Part of me just like wants it to play so it'll just stop. So it'll end and I can get put out of my misery.
Realize that is their entire persona. That is their entire community on every single subject. The sooner they realize that and could see that, could look outside of this, they would realize that they're not actually the people on the good side of this fight. They're not.
Okay, so you're the moral authority on what's good and bad. Gotcha. Okay, so if that is true, then why are you judging everyone on a group basis when we are all extremely different people? Right? Like, I'm judging you, like, based on what you were saying in this video. And I don't know who you associate with. I don't know who you hang out with. But based on this, it seems like everything that you complain about us doing is exactly what you're doing. So my opinion on you is that you are a hypocrite. But again, moral authority, he's going to lecture us on everything else. Here we go.
They're not. You're having to sit over here and argue with these guys the validity of you as a woman, as a girl, taking part in a hobby. You're having to argue that with them. Whereas if you were hanging out with people on my side of the aisle, you would never have to argue about that.
Oh.
Because we would just say, you're a gamer.
Really? Really? The first thing you did to me was say nobody wants to argue with her because of her fans. Not because of me and my strong will as a human being. It's my fans. Right? No. So this whole oh my God, I cannot believe this. Guys, you were just giving them shit about the generalization of women and us women having to defend ourselves, and then the whole feminist thing, but saying, oh, because those guys are bad. But if you're over here on our side, we'll just be like, you are a gamer. You are this. Okay? But just, oh, I can't deal with something this retarded. Come over to his side. He gets you, Anna. No, he doesn't. Obviously not. Doesn't understand sarcasm. Doesn't understand friends having a conversation and disagreeing with one another. But everything that he does is right. Everything that we do is wrong because we are part of this clique. And oh my God, my head. It just blows my mind. Like, congratulations, you are more holier than thou. You are better in every single way possible. And we should all just become absolutely subservient to you and what you want and desire. We can't have our own opinions, our own feelings on things. We are all grouped into, I guess, whatever your idea of us, we are all the same. And we are all shoved into that tiny, tiny little ball that you have put us in our, I should say box, not even a ball. You've shoved us all into this tiny little box and we are all exactly the same. We don't have our own individual opinions, according to you, which is ironic considering we're literally expressing our different opinions on a fucking live stream that you are EFAPing a clip of. But we're all wrong. You're right. Us women, we're not smart enough to pick our own sides, obviously, because we didn't pick your side. So if we came over to your side, then we would be treated better and you would value our opinions, even though that you don't value our opinions enough in our free will and choice, because you can't comprehend why we wouldn't want to be over there with you when literally all you've done is insult me, insult my friends, and act like you're better than everyone. It must be so hard to be you. Russell, I'll think of the two. I don't actually mind being shoved in a tiny box. Of course not, Russell. Russell, think of the two. Man, they are desperate to bring Provo over. Obviously. My head hurts. I'm so close to being done with this. I want to go to bed.
You're a gamer. You kick ass. What's your thoughts and opinions on that? All of the women.
Oh, what's your thoughts and opinions on it? But because when we express our thoughts and opinions, it doesn't matter. It's completely discounted because we're part of this group and all we do is hate and everything is misogynistic. You know, years ago when I was on EFAP, there was a guy that came on and pulled this exact same narrative, and he came on to like debate Mahler about something. And then I didn't know this at the time because I don't look myself up. I don't like watch hater videos on me, or else I would have brought it up on that stream. But this guy came on to debate Mahler about something. And even though like my avatar is literally a drawing of me, which I'm clearly a woman, but he says he's giving Mahler shit like, oh, well, you're attacking women. It was something about, I think, Captain Marvel in that like deleted scene or something. And you're attacking women. And, and he says this. And then I'm like, well, I'm a woman and I agree with everything he said. Now what's your opinion? Like, so it's okay if I say it, but if Mahler says it, it's wrong. And then he's like, and then I found out after the stream was over that he had made videos about me saying, that Star Wars girl sister died because she made mean videos about Brie Larson. And it's like, wait, that guy made a video like that about me? And that video is, I believe it's still up there, unless his channel got taken down. But that video is still up there. I've never watched it. I have no desire to watch it. But he had the audacity to go on EFAP and then complain that Mahler was critical of Brie Larson, or not even Brie Larson, of Captain Marvel, the movie's writing. Give me a fucking break. What an absolute piece of shit. This reminds me so much of that conversation.
In gaming, all of these ones that you guys have gotten mad about, like right now on the screen, Sweet Baby Inc., all the people out there fighting every single day in gaming to make space for women and other marginalized communities to be a part of it. All of those people are fighting against.
I want to blow your mind with something. There's no such thing as a marginalized community. There's not. There's people that work hard and there's people that don't. And it's that simple. If you don't like the hard truth, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweet baby. It's going to be a tough, tough world for you. You're either going to make it or you're not. And that's the reason why some people are successful and some people aren't. And I think the reason why we have so many softy, pussy type people now is because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle reality. They're stuck in that childhood adolescence where we need mommy and daddy, you know? And there are so many people that came from nothing and made themselves who they are. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to fucking hear it, okay? There is no such thing as a marginalized community. There doesn't need to be companies like Sweet Baby to make spaces. If you're good enough, then you're going to get it. If you are motivated enough, you are going to get it. If you believe in yourself and you have the drive, then you deserve it, right? Or you're not going to get hired. Or you're somebody that knows how to work the system and get everything out of it. I know people like that. In my opinion, they're shitty people. But at the same time, there shouldn't be things like this that exist for them to take advantage of. But hey, shitty people that know how to work the system, they're still smart enough to know how to work the system. I don't know how to do any of that shit because I don't have any desire to mooch off of other people or to mooch off of the system. But I cannot tell you how much I hate this kind of shit. But according to him, because I'm not on his team, whatever, which, guys, I'm not on anyone's team. I'm on my own team. The only people who are on my team is my husband and my child, right? And maybe my parents sometimes. But no, like, no. I'm not in a group. I do my own thing. I have my own opinions, and nobody is responsible for me, myself, and I and my opinions except for myself. And that is a huge problem. This kind of shit, programs that are made for marginalized people don't exist. They don't. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not. You need to grow the fuck up. You need to get realistic and stop crying and stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And the reason why it's gotten shittier is because people do not understand the concept of responsibility. The world doesn't owe you anything. It's your responsibility to get the fuck up and take care of yourself and go make something of yourself. Nothing is going to be handed to you. Maybe, I mean, if you want to be a trust fund kid or if you want to be a homeless person, well, you can't become a trust fund kid. You're either born into that. And I guess that's the only situation when something like that is handed to you. But even then, there's plenty of trust fund people that do something with it. Like, look at Kylie Jenner, right? I know a lot of people don't like the Kardashians. Kylie could have just gone and just lived off of her inheritance from her trust fund. She didn't. She went out there and made something of herself. Good for her, right? Or you could be the opposite and just say, I don't want to make something of myself. I just want to become a homeless person and mooch off the system. Well, in my opinion on that, go fuck yourself. You're pathetic, you know? And I'm not talking about somebody that had mental issues or had a shit roll the dice. I'm talking about somebody that's just like, I'm just going to be a loser, right? I have zero sympathy, you know? But no, guys, again, all of my opinions, it doesn't matter because it's not like I'm a harsh person. It's not like I have opinions that threaten people's fifis. It's all you guys. You guys get credit for everything I'm saying. It's my rabid fan base that makes people afraid of me, not my opinions or who I am as a person. But marginalized groups do not exist. You're either going to be successful or you're not. And it all has to do with how you carry yourself and how you apply yourself. If you're not going to carry yourself well, if you're not going to have self-respect, if you're not going to do the best that you possibly can at life, then you are going to be a failure, and I have zero sympathy for you. But if you're somebody that's trying, if you're applying yourself, you're being the best version of yourself, if you're a go-getter, then good fucking job. I'm proud of you, and I hope you're as successful as you can possibly be, and I hope you get everything that you desire in life. But marginalized people doesn't exist. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Put the fucking tissue down. You are a fucking adult. Get realistic and get a fucking job. And stop mooching off of other people. If you are the best, most qualified for the position and you apply yourself right, you will get it. But don't accept handouts. Don't expect handouts. I would be insulted if somebody came up to me and was like, oh, well, you know, unless it has something to do with my gender as a woman, you know, like that's very specific. If somebody came up to me and said, oh, well, there's this guy that is, you know, really, really qualified and has years of experience in this thing. Oh, but we're going to hire you instead because you're a woman and you're a person of color. Then go, like, that's insulting to me. I would be insulted if something like this was like, we're going to reach out to you and you're going to get the job over somebody more qualified because you fit this checkbox, even though that person is more intelligent and more qualified than you. I'd be like, go fuck yourself. Like, go fuck. Like, how dare you insult me like that? Like, this is insulting to people. But again, what did I just do? I clicked something. Oh shit, it restarted. I think I'm like right there. But again, guys, remember, everything I just said doesn't matter because my opinion is wrong because I'm in a bubble that he is deemed. I'm in a box that he is deemed as wrong thing. Everything I can do is wrong. Everything I say is wrong and hurts his fifis. So everything I just said is completely, discounted because I'm on the wrong team, apparently. I'm on the wrong team. The Squid, thank you for the 10. I'm marginalized group translation. I'm too dumb to succeed and I don't have the drive to succeed. It's all about drive and effort. It also applies to people who say they are stuck. Yeah. Rocket Man 222, thank you for the 199. Here's your handout. Oh my God. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, here we go.
Taking part in a hobby. You're having to argue that with them. Whereas if you were hanging out with people on my side of the aisle, you would never have to argue about that. Because we would just say, you're a gamer. You're a gamer.
You've already okay. This is a little bit further back. We're having a fun discussion. Like we're laughing. We're having fun. But if we're like you, we all have to have the same opinion on everything or else we're the bad, right?
You kick ass. What's your thoughts and opinions on that? All of the women in gaming, all of these ones that you guys have gotten mad about.
You can't stand my opinions on it. You can't stand it. I'm pretty sure this guy, in the beginning of the stream we scrolled through, he had another video with me in it. So it's like, you obviously can't stand my opinions. If you were on stream with me and you asked me my opinion on something and it didn't fit in your little box narrative, like, I don't even know what somebody like this would do. They'd probably have a melty. Which is pretty fucking gay. Right?
Like right now on the screen, Sweet Baby Inc. All the people out there fighting every single day in gaming to make space for women and other marginalized communities to be a part of it. All of those people are fighting against folks like Lofty. Lofty's take on this has been the umbrella take for this community for a long time. And now
I don't know how else to say this. We are not responsible. I am not responsible for what other people say and do. They are not my husbands. They are not my children's. They are not my... I mean, yeah, some people are my friends, but I don't even watch YouTube most of the time. And if I do, I watch art YouTube. So I don't even know what they say unless I talk to them on a stream. Like, I don't know what everybody's saying in all their videos. The only time I know somebody's opinion is because I'm on a stream with them and they tell me. But I like, he's like, if you were with us, we'd be like, yeah, you're a gamer. You're a gamer. Oh, cool. You're a gamer. Like, yeah, what are your thoughts and your opinions? You don't care about our thoughts and our opinions because we're hanging out with these people and not you. Which, if you really believed in what you were saying, then you would respect that. But you obviously don't.
all the women on this panel, all of them, Rennie, Anna, Nina, are arguing with Lofty in his position when his position is the standard in this community.
No, it's not. Why do you think the men are arguing with him? If that were true, then Flash, Tom, and Andrew would all be agreeing with him. Do you see how retarded this is?
But because you guys want so badly to be in this
Also, hello, Cecil Raiders. Oh, wait. Now he's going to tell us how we feel. Watch.
Community, because for one reason or another, whether it be trans people, gay people, black people, whatever it is, for one reason or another, you are overlooking the other atrocities that exist in this community because you so badly want to be a part of this because you have one thing in common with them. Instead of just going, hey, I'm going to be a part of the community.
You are retarded. You are retarded. Like, we so badly want to be a part of this community. I don't want to be part of anything. Like, I get invited. I do a stream once a week with these guys, and I jump on when I have time. And yeah, it's fun to hang out with people and talk about stuff that I can't talk to normal people about, right? Like, I can't talk to people that I know in real life about video games or about Elden Ring or about Star Wars because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I don't know why this is such a hard concept to grasp, but it is.
It wants everybody to have fun, to be a part of everything. They want to be gamers, fine. They want to.
Obviously not, because you don't want us to have fun, and you're judging us for how we spend our time and who we hang out with.
Watch Marvel, fine. They want to be a DC character, they're fine. Like, all of that's fine. Instead of doing that, you have one sort of bigoted point of view that has latched you together.
So now our opinions are bigoted, but it won't, even if I have the same opinion, but if I hang out with you, then it's not bigoted. I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time seeing how the people I hang out with are bigoted. versus you.
But now you're having to fight here as a woman to prove some kind of purity test that you are a quote unquote real gamer.
I'm not proving anything. Well, I mean, I'm proving that Lofty's stupid, but I'm having a debate with a friend. I'm having a friendly debate with a friend. There's no fifis being hurt.
That's crazy.
Audience, without just making a blanket statement that women just don't game. I think we can all recognize that there's more
I think
nuance.
we know what I mean. I think everybody knows what I mean when I say
No,
women
we don't.
No, we
Especially when you directly insult people that are on the panel. Like we don't know what you mean.
Because you're just, you know what I told you?
Nina's laughing. Rini's laughing. I'm just rolling my eyes and laughing. I can't take Tom screaming, but Tom's about to start screaming about it. But that's how Tom responds to things. I see all the Cecil raids. Hello, welcome. 2-on-1 Studio, thank you for the 2. Cecil raid, hey Lana, what's up? Barb Rogers, Little Miss Solitaire, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm getting hiccups now. Here we go.
Retard in DMs. I don't give a fuck. You know what I didn't do? Called you a fucking retard on fucking panel or a cuck. But I'm gonna call you this. You're a little bitch. That's what you fucking are. And you think you know everything. Guess what?
What are you gonna do about it, Tom?
Tom's become a feminist. Midnight's Edge feminism?
He's not becoming a feminist. He's just calling Lofty stupid. If calling Lofty stupid is a feminist thing, then literally everyone in the world is a feminist.
Channel? Where's that at? Not a goddamn thing. You know what I'm gonna do about it? Just know that you're a little bitch. That's what I'm gonna fucking know. You can sit there and laugh like a little bitch all you want. And look at everybody in the chat. They're cheering me on, not you, dumbass. Read the fucking room.
Why would I care what?
Even this guy's like, look at even this guy. I'm not a fan of Tom, but I agree with him 100%.
Why would I care what chat thinks?
Oh my god.
Go Tom, go!
Why would I care what chat thinks?
So Lofty,
So it's just funny to watch the feminism happening here. It really is. I'm actually.
it's not feminism. It's. I hate my life. I hate doing this. I'm never watching one of this guy's videos again. It's so insufferable.
Blown away by this. When I saw this clip, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. But then when we do it on our side, it's a problem. When we're feminists on our side, it's a problem.
You know who Alex Zedra, but you're not being feminist. You literally you've done nothing but degrade women this entire time. Like you're worse than what Lofty is doing. You're literally insulting me, Rini, and Nina, and any woman that you consider in our group because we're not making the decisions you want us to make. You're degrading us based on our opinions and our decisions. And you're shaming us into your weird attempt to get us on your side, which is retarded.
Yes.
Okay, so do you think she has no opinion and no knowledge of nuance in video games?
No, there's some women that play games, clearly.
Yeah, I know that, but really?
But you said there's none that play games at all.
Do you think she's incapable of understanding nuance in video games?
Well, nobody is literally saying that
I would say a lot of
Suicide Squad and Helldivers are the same fucking game. We were comparing online communities.
Yeah, you're comparing player loss, which means.
By the way, Lofty, for someone who knows games really well, you thought this fucking game that we're talking about was single player when it wasn't. That was the most basic fucking gamer shit knowledge that you should have. If you're going to talk about something, I never had an opinion about it, so I never talked about it.
Because you called Yellow Flash a fucking liar in so many words.
You guys,
I looked it up.
Let me
It's
explain
exactly what you said, a shooter and looter.
Let me explain this to you. There is a difference between 4-player co-op and multiplayer exclusive, like Helldivers or Warframe.
Okay, so we can stop it here because what they do is they end up like purity testing him, asking him to give examples, and then it just kind of goes back and forth between them. It's essentially what I want to do in this video.
No, nobody is purity testing him. They're just calling him out. Like seriously, this super chat is like the highlight of the night because it summarizes pretty much everything.
I wanted to show you guys that there is a lot of double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to this community specifically, because what was happening here is the women, as you saw in the video, were fighting for their positions. They're like, look, we're women, we're gamers. You saying that we're not real?
No, we're not. We're pointing out Lofty's retarded take. The only one we've had to prove ourselves to is you and your weird purity tests. Literally, everything he's about to complain about with Lofty, it's like look in a mirror. It's literally what you're doing in this stupid video.
Gamers, you're trying to question our credibility when it comes to jobs we've had, whether or not we should work for companies, whether or not our opinion is valid. All of those things are things that I would side with the women on. Like, I would side with Anna.
But you didn't. You literally took the opposite side, and you're, giving us shit because we're not on your side. You've called me a feminist. You said the guys would attack me for the woke point that I made, which wasn't a woke point. I was being sarcastic and making a jab at Lofty and pointing out the fault in his lack of logic. But yeah, here we go.
And Rini and Nina here. I would even side with Tom.
Rini.
Like from a standpoint of women should be seen as equal in these spaces, right? I would side with them. And even Yellow Flash too would agree because he didn't push.
And why aren't you treating us like equals? Why are you talking down to us? Why are you judging our decisions? Why are you writing off all of my credibility to my fans? Hypocrisy.
Back. He didn't push back at any of the women. He sided with the women. He was laughing at what Tom was saying. So he didn't push back. So even to some degree, Yellow Flash was participating in this feminist conversation because he didn't argue against it. He didn't take
Listen, it's not feminist to side with a person that's right. Doesn't matter if they're a woman or not. Like that. I hate being discount. Like I like how this guy rolled his eyes and be like, oh, they're transphobia here. Yet literally you're writing us all off because we have vaginas. That's it. Like you're literally writing us all off because of our gender. Pretty hypocritical.
On this at all, not once. So Lofty is on here saying all of these things that a lot of people in this community think, which is that women aren't good enough to be in movies and TV shows and games. These are all positions they hold.
But he never said that, and that's not positions that everybody holds.
This instance, when you have 50% of your panel is women, one of them.
It's not 50%. There's more women. Excuse me. There's more men on this panel than there are women. There's 4 men on this panel and 3 women. You can't even count.
Has an extremely large channel, which is Anna, with a really good fan base, sitting on panel with you. All of a sudden, everyone else in the panel, and Lofty called Tom, I think he said a cuck or whatever. All of a sudden, they become feminists. Now, I would never say something like that as an insult.
They're not defending your friends doesn't make them feminists. You want to, okay, I'm going to look up the Google definition of what feminist means. Okay. So the Google definition of feminist is a feminist is someone who believes in and advocates for social, political, and economic equality of all sexes. At its core, feminism is about achieving equal rights, opportunities, and treatment for everyone, and it works to dismantle systems of sexism and oppression. Anyone of any gender can be a feminist. Gender equality, the belief that people of all genders should have equal rights, opportunities, and treatment in all challenging inequality. Oh my God. Feminism not about hating men. It's about dismantling systems of inequality, not about hating in either gender. See, if people online actually went by this definition, then I don't, the Sweet Baby Inc. wouldn't exist, right? Which I find ironic. So I think what Eric thinks the definition of feminism is, and what all of the people that support things like Sweet Baby, they don't really actually believe in this Google definition of feminism, because if they did, then Sweet Baby Inc. wouldn't exist, because everybody is equal. Women are equal to men, and everyone is equal. So there aren't, remember how I said earlier, there aren't marginalized people? Well, literally Googling this just proved my point. Everyone is equal. So this shouldn't exist. So by him complaining about feminism, then he agrees with everyone on this panel. It's crazy. Yes, it is. It's about hating men. That's the social definition of feminism, not the actual definition of feminism. What should I, let me look up feminist in Urban Dictionary. Because I feel like that's what he's going off of. Okay, feminism in Urban Dictionary. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. This is the longest. I'm not reading this entire thing. This is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Feminists of the militant variety. Yes, she actually said this. It's not fair to generalize women. Men always do that, and men shouldn't have any say in abortion. Me, I say tits or get the fuck out, but you're pretty damn fugly. Feminism gets bad name because of these assets. This hurts my brain. I don't care. This is hell. All of this is fucking hell. Wikipedia. No, literally by today's standards, it's different than the actual definition. So I honestly, it's like the word literally. The way people use it isn't what it actually means. It's like you mean figuratively, but people say literally instead of figuratively.
Towards someone who was a feminist. I wouldn't say that because I don't believe that's the case. But if we're looking at it with the context of this panel, that would be the behavior of him sort of like bending over and towing the line for the ladies, because that's essentially what Tom was doing here. So if Tom truly believed everything he was saying to Lofty, why does he sit on streams with people that attack women constantly? Why does Yellow Flash?
What, aside from Lofty, what streams are they attacking women all the time? And women as a whole, not individual women acting like cunts. Where is that? And if anything, by that definition, by the definition of fucking feminism, everybody's treated equally, so it should be okay to shit on women because they should be treated just as equal as men. Right? See? Ha! Ha! Gotcha there, didn't I? I'm so tired. I want to go to bed so bad.
Make content that attacks women constantly. Why does Anna and Nina, it's at one point, not anymore really, why are they participating in that? I think it's Legal Mindset didn't say.
Why am I participating in that? Because I treat women and men equally, and I think if you're being a shitty person, then you deserve to be called out for that, right? If you watch my content, you would know my opinions and why I feel the way that I do about certain things, because I make it explicitly obvious, and I literally spell it out for you in my videos, why I feel the way I feel about things. If you watched it, you would know, but you're just too busy generalizing everyone and putting us into your little box. And you're judging me because I'm not on your side. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on my side. And that's it.
A word after the beginning of the video. And Rini, I don't really know much about Rini, but also made some really valid points here about it not being all women or whatever. But all of that is lost in the sauce for this community. And when push comes to shove, they will become feminist as well. And it's really interesting to watch it happen within their own community. Lastly, I want to say Lofty is pretty much an asshole. Everybody in that community knows he's an asshole, but he keeps.
He's not an asshole. He's a nice guy. He's just a contrarian that has shitty takes, and like it's fun to argue with him. You notice like everybody was laughing. I mean, except for Tom, because Tom is a screamer, but everybody's laughing and like at him, and it's like he drives us crazy, but we love him. You know, it's just
invited back onto the streams. So it doesn't shock me that he was the catalyst for this argument. But that's pretty much all I have. Shout out to Katie Did for this clip. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. I am curious what everybody's thoughts are. And we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.
Oh, no. Not say yes to the rest. I'll get flagged. Okay, that was it, guys. I'm
bored. Let's watch a bunch of anti-woke YouTubers become feminists. All right, so this is a clip from Katie.
Stop. That was absolute hell. I'm tired. I'm tired. That was dumb. This is why I don't do these things. I get no enjoyment out of it, and it just drains me of all energy. I don't know how Ethan does Trashcast every night. It's no fun. It's no fun. It's very exhausting. It's very tiresome. I really want to go to bed. It is 10:24. I've been streaming for over 3 hours. Is anyone else live so I don't like abandon you guys into the ether? I saw that Cecil was streaming. Is anybody else streaming? Thanks, and it was a good laugh. I appreciate it. It shows that Cecil is still streaming. Why did he send me a raid? But I'm caught up on all of my super chats. Oh shit, it doesn't look like anyone else is streaming. I'm sorry. I don't mean to abandon you guys. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I finally watched Longlegs. Do you guys want me to he's drunk. Oh, Cecil's drunk, really? Oh my god. Maybe I should go jump on his stream. Is he really drinking? Tomorrow is Jack's show and I'm hosting it. He's watching his own video. Okay, we're gonna watch this do a palate cleanser from that hell I just watched.
Erica. Oh god, I got wiped my head. Oh, it's still bleeding.
His stream ended? It shows
Anyway.
it's still live.
Oh, everything's bad. Anyway, I'm so happy that you're all here. I have a bunch of presents that I got. This one interests me because it looks like a mug. I know. So let's open this one. This is from an artist on Redbubble. That's all it says. I don't have any kind of... So somebody sent me Redbubble. It looks like a mug.
You know, he
Okay,
is still
find
going.
your thing. It is a mug. Let me see if there's a note. It is a mug that says, "Leave Jack Burton alone." Okay. I mean, that's very nice. It's from Big Trouble in Little China. I don't understand its relevance for me, but I will use it. And thank you very much. It's the thought that counts. And there are some stickers.
I was about 270 here.
Person here.
Oh, he's looking at how
But
fat
I have
he
no
is.
idea who this is from. Okay, thank you. Whoever you are, please tweet me on Twitter, and I would like to say thank you for the mug. Okay, the next thing. Oh, this came, but I opened it. This is Jawbreakers came, so I'm gonna give a review of that.
Old fucking school.
You hear that, Shreddy? Okay, Shreddy might be getting fed. This is the Zachary and John Malin and Brett Smith, and I believe Kelsey Shannon did this one too. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my god.
And we'll give it an honest review. I'm fair, if anything. Maybe.
Oh my god, blast with the fucking past. Well, guys. I'm tired. I'm tired. You guys could go over and watch Cecil, but thank you to everybody for hanging out. Thank you for being here. This went longer than I expected. I lost brain cells. I don't think I'm ever going to watch a hater video again because I lost brain cells watching that. I'm tired. Wow, you're still alive. I don't want to be. I want to go to bed. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow with more videos. I might actually find like just my extremely late review of Long Legs. And how much I fucking hated it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Leave me a comment. Oh, John's live. Oh, really? Let me go see. Can we go raid John? I know Cecil was nice enough to send me a raid. Oh, he is live. What is John doing? Let's see.
In
Oh.
the AM. I got my new iPhone. I got my iPhone 17 Pro Max with that vapor chamber cooling. That A19 processor. I think that's what it was. A19.
I can't tell if John is blonde or like
Yeah.
white hair.
Yeah, I'm just started a movie. Vincent Price, Last Man on Earth. Here, let me try to switch my camera.
Like I was just live streaming from his phone. That's a big ass
There you
TV. Oh wow, his walls aren't green anymore.
So we'll be enjoying that. I'm about to be heading off to bed, but I'm like, yeah, I probably got an hour in me. How long is this movie? It's probably about like an hour.
Okay, you guys can go watch
Hour,
John
20
on his
minutes.
new iPhone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me
So
for
like,
3 hours. I will see you guys all
Anna said
later.
I'm gay.
No.
Oh, she's gay. She's a lesbian. Anyways, oh, what do you guys think of this vertical stuff? Yay or nay?
Okay, yeah, go hang out with John. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm hosting Jaxo, so I hope to see you guys all there. Have a great rest of your night. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the stream, and let me know what you guys would like me to stream about next week. And oh yeah, I'm not gonna be here next week. Sorry about that. I'm gonna be in Idaho. Maybe I'll do like I don't know, an IRL stream, but I'm gonna be in Idaho, everyone. I'm going out of town for a wedding, and Peaches' brothers live up in Idaho, so we're going up early, and we are going to go stay with like one of Peaches' brothers and his family who haven't met the baby yet. Then we're gonna go stay with the other brother and his family, and then my family's got wedding stuff all weekend, so I'll be in Idaho all next week. So I probably won't be making a lot of my usual streams or shows. Just FYI to everyone. But thank you so much for hanging out with me for over 3 hours. I will see you guys all later. And until next time, have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, 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 really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training. What's the deal?